What's going on, guys? Rich Boy J here, back in with another video, back again with another live stream actually, and I'm having some fun with my Resistance Bomber set. Mine's in pretty terrible condition. Like, I have poached from this thing, but even though I have stolen more from this set than I'd like to admit, this is still one of my favorite Lego sets of all time. This thing is amazing. Like, as a kid, this would probably be my favorite toy. I love the way it looks. I love that it has so many play features. It has a pretty sweet interior up top, 2 gunner slots on the back, a cockpit you can put a character in as well. I don't think there's a single way this set could be improved as just a playset. Like, this thing is freaking amazing, and I think it is part of a collectively amazing Last Jedi wave of Lego sets. That first wave I really did like. But other than that, I appreciate you guys for being here today. Let's go ahead and do the rundown. We got Kyle Paulson, some dude named Kedem, Darth Stormtroopers, JRB, Jonathan Beam, Indie Brick Productions, Julian HSSF, HollowNet Eggs, Benedict Cumberbuns, Master Duke 89, The Brick Guilds, Republic Studs, Master Duke, Darth Stormtroopers, Francis, Palpatine Bricks, Spiffy Dart, Burner Builds, Duck Bricks, Miner Makes Mocks, Empire Brick Studios, Lucas Shepard. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Kid Lego Legend, Dutastic, Ignacy Yoveris, General Grievous, Lightside Kylo. Yeah, let's get this thing started. Brick Freak, Jacob DeVore. Is that Dumb E Film? Is that really your name? Is your name really Dumb E Films? That's the name you decided to pick, Dumb E Films? Why would you pick that name? Why would you pick Dumb E Films? Contour Full. But seriously, why would you name yourself that? Be like, hey guys, it's Stupid Idiot here, back again with another video. Yeah, so this is going to be a guest stream. I don't know if anyone's in the Discord right now, but if they are, we'll be able to talk to each other. Oh, there are. We do got some people. Hello, Colt.
Yo, what's up, Jay?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Nothing much. How about you?
Man, I'm good. I'm just glad to be a boyo. It's always a good day to be
Same.
a boyo. What are you up to today?
I actually built the hidden side sets I got a number of months ago because it's Halloween, so I thought it was the appropriate time to build them, and I'm putting them on my top shelf right now for the rest of the month.
Gotcha. That's what's up, man. I have not built a single hidden side set, but I mean, I think the builds look good. So the theme's going away, obviously. I don't think that's a surprise.
Yeah, it is not a success for a variety of reasons.
So that's the thing, right? I think the sets look cool. I feel like the fact that it's a game almost works against it, and the box art almost certainly works against it.
Box art is awful.
The box art is probably the biggest thing that works against it. It's like this is a terrible analogy, but it's like an ugly person with a good personality, if that makes sense, right? Like you would never know how nice how nice the set is because the box art is so terrible. Yeah, it's shocking that what they've done. This is the third wave just came out, I think, at least the third wave, and it's still just like you look at the box, you can't even tell what's in it. So that's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we do got some people hanging out. Oh my god, there's a lot of people in the waiting room. You can move in whoever you want, whenever you want. Hey, what's up, David? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'll move in.
All right.
Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot David's thing was today.
What is David's thing?
Well,
And
I believe I have been requested to join David's stream, so I might have to hop out of this when that happens.
wow. I love that none of my mods are loyal. Y'all get a crumb of attention from David Hall, and all of a sudden it's, sorry Jay, gotta go, bro. Good luck.
I can join your streams pretty much whenever, but I cannot join David's streams pretty much whenever.
Okay, so then that's like saying, look, Bae, I can talk to you whenever I want. But Ashley over there, like, she only talks to me when she's bored, so I'm gonna go talk to her. That's all.
You know, Brick, that David's gonna be streaming for like 8 hours today, right?
What is he building?
Oh, really?
He's building UCS Hogwarts.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Okay.
I'm gonna want to be there for that, because that is one of my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah. Back the first 2 or 3 people on the list. Yeah.
Shout out to Kit Lego Legend. He says he would be loyal to me. Shout out to everyone who would be loyal to me. David says, have you heard the song Don't Throw Out My Leg? No, I have not. What is that? Has anyone heard that? Is that something I should listen to? Apparently not. Playmation Short says Jay streams are where it's at. Thank you, man.
Bro, all Lego streams mostly are where it's at. I feel like that's a personal attack against me.
Really? You think?
Yes.
Apparently it's a legit song. Is it better than Cold Like Hoth? That's all I need to know. If it's better than Cold Like Hoth, then I have some work to do. If it's better than Cold Like Hoth, I will write a song live on stream that's better.
Alright, how's everybody doing?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Me too. It was a little bit stressful because, like you got a word that I'm the hockey and Lego leagues, so I've got a lot around my head to do with Lego. I will have a, what do you call it? I have to get a lawyer, everything, you know.
Wait, why do you have to get a lawyer? I missed the first part of that. What happened?
It's because of the Lego leagues, you know. It was me that.
Oh my god, someone is echoing so bad.
Echo.
Okay, talk? Okay,
Yeah,
no.
that's Brick.
Okay.
Brickwall, when you're ready, just message me and I'll meet you.
Okay, hold on. What? Okay. Who is in legal trouble with Lego for Lego leaks? I'm sorry, it's not funny, but...
Jay, it's me. It's me.
Okay.
A man has been sued in Lego City.
Hi! Alright.
Yeah, it was because of those Lego leaks.
File a lawsuit.
I've got a
Okay.
like an illegal situation with Lego, so we can go into a process, and so, you know, pretty stressed out, you know.
Seriously? That's crazy.
Did you post links on like Instagram or something?
It was me that leaked the pictures. Like
Wait,
I
which
was the first person, and not
Which
Wait.
pic-
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
From the catalog?
yeah.
Wait,
So like
no.
you have the store, like it's your store.
No.
Yeah, can I buy the catalog off you? If you're gonna do that.
No more pictures, dude.
Bro, he's like, yeah, I know you're dealing with legal trouble with Lego right now, but bro, do one more thing illegal for me. Just hook your boy up.
Well, it says don't show it to anyone. It doesn't say mail it. Don't mail it to anyone.
That's literally the same thing.
The same thing.
He's not showing it. He's giving.
That's
a
like, hello.
legal Transactions.
That's like, hey guys, John Boyega here with the Star Wars Episode 10 script. I can't show it to anyone, but if you'd like it mailed to you, just put your address in the comment section, and I got
I
you.
would love to get.
That's so
And hold on, real quick, shout out to Brick Freak for the donation. Appreciate that.
What would an episode 10 look like? Like, how would they do that?
Hold on, that's a story for later on the stream. I want to hear about this legal trouble that's going on. So it's not your store, but you're the person who leaked the pictures.
Yeah, it was like just a holiday, how would you call it, holiday work that I've done.
So basically, so you know the person who got that catalog.
Yeah, I know the people.
Wait, so
So it's basically like, so they're getting in trouble as well, right?
Why
Like,
did you leak them?
yeah.
Like,
Sorry?
you know you're not allowed to.
No,
Actually,
I was.
if
like,
it's
I'm
not a
not
watermark,
Let him talk.
Yeah, let him talk.
Like I'm not a full-grown man right now because I don't live in America like you guys. I live in Switzerland, so like I have no clue how this stuff works and so. And yeah, I was just like I just wanted to share this with the Lego community, so I didn't even thought about it, what could happen of the consequences, because I just straight up posted it. And after that, someone who worked there just told me, dude, you can't do that. It's illegal. Like, but it was too late because I already posted the pictures, and yeah.
Wow.
Can you DM me? I want to ask you about that a bit more. Fine.
Like, if you like, I would like to show you the pictures, but I can't. I don't want to anymore.
I mean, yeah, please don't. Like, by all means.
wait, which pictures?
We can't talk about Lego leaks, Brico.
Like, were they
No
created?
pictures, nothing to see here. Everyone's fine.
I mean, like, were they the summer leaks, or like, have they already?
Like, it was the whole catalog.
I mean, if it's a leak, it's something that it is not on shelves right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's even more like how do you call it? Even more special because nobody ever leaked the whole catalog, so they had to make an extra emergency meeting in USA, Denmark, like everywhere. Like it was something really special.
Bro, I would, you said you live in Switzerland?
Yeah.
I would, make a run for it. I don't know if I'm, like, legally allowed to give that kind of advice publicly, but all I'm
I
saying
legally
is...
will let you run.
All I'm saying is, bro, you might want to, you know, bust a move.
Like
Hold on,
I'm
so
not
the
gonna-
person who you got the pictures from, did you know them personally?
Yeah, I knew the people personally.
So are they upset with you for sharing the photos? I'm assuming they told you don't share these.
Like afterwards, they told me to not share it anymore, but then it was already too late.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. Because people are pretty nice persons, and yeah, I messed
And
up.
are they gonna lose their Lego license and everything?
Like, it was like that, one of those people even said, yeah, you can take the catalog with you, so, like, an adult person who was, gave me the catalog, so, like, it's also a little bit their fault, but it's the most part of the fault is mine, like, gonna be really,
Honestly, bro, just say that you were high. I think that's the best defense you can give.
That is
You
not.
say he was mentally incapacitated.
Also, you just admitted fault on stream, so that's not gonna look good in court.
yeah, I'm not hiding anything.
Jay, unless
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
Just making sure. Got it.
A man has been sued in Lego City.
I made an email to Lego. I was telling the persons who were working there, the owner of the shop. I told them if I can do something or say something, just tell me. Like I'm not hiding. Or just trying to twist something. I'm just being honest.
Wow, what a life.
Dang.
Bro, I would move.
That's so sad. Wait, so I looked up the website and are they gonna lose like their Lego license? Because I noticed they had a few other toys, but it seems like Lego is their main brand.
It's like that. I was pretty like at the beginning. I was just like convinced that many people are just buying Lego, but actually it's not. Like they're pretty much living on other stuff. Like they not
So
yeah.
I was thinking like the thing that even if they lose the Lego, that's fine, but it's more the suing that they're gonna have to undertake. Like what like has Lego told you like what they're gonna be suing for, or
like we have no idea. I think they're still discussing that because I've got no information from Lego, either from Lego and even not from the store itself.
Wow.
Okay, Corey.
If there's one lesson we learned from today, it's that no one is above the law, even the Lego law. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean,
Except for Rich Boy Jay, he's the leader boy, so.
oh yeah.
And he also likes it. Maybe it.
Nah, man. Even old Rich Boy is held accountable to Lego's rules and regulations. So yeah. I mean, best of luck. I hope you don't go to prison. I'm not sure what kind of advice to give here. I'm sure you'll be fine. That's my advice. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks, dude.
Playnation says, if you have to give Lego money, will they at least give you VIP points? Oh my god. Be like, look guys, look Lego, I have no money, but I have a bunch of VIP points saved up. How about y'all just take those back and we call it even?
Give 50,000 VIP points.
Yeah, guys.
VIP points just chilling.
I mean, yeah. Appreciate that, Jensen Marlowe. So here's some news. The child set has been popping up at Targets recently. Anyone who wants
The
to.
child set? That
Yeah.
sounds creepy.
I mean, that's what it is.
How many parents are gonna have to walk into Walmart this year and ask the employee, "Hello, I would like to buy the child."
And yeah,
Oh Jesus!
there's gonna be some sketchy dealings going on there. But yeah, so I went to a Target earlier today to try to get one, but they told me so they had one in the back, but they said it was street dated, so I couldn't get one.
You should have pulled David Hall and said it was for your son.
Look, man, my son. It's almost Christmas, and I need to get this set, otherwise my son's gonna hate me.
It's almost Columbus Day.
If I don't buy this Lego set for my son on Columbus Day, he'll never forgive me.
Wait, give me the story. Wait, David's still here.
Oh, of course, dude. David, that might be the most memorable story you've ever told. David told us a story about, was it the Lego store he was at, or was it like Target?
David, jump on the Discord real quick and tell us the story before you start your
You
stream.
need to have the story in front.
I don't completely
David the
remember.
Hall.
Come on. David, come on.
David, tell the story. The people want to know.
Please, Dad.
But yeah, long story short, that set is out there. So if you get lucky and someone's willing to sell one to you, or if you just really want that set, I personally, I don't really care to have the set, but I want to mod it to like the New York version of Baby Yoda with the bubble jacket and the Tims. That's all I really want to do. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey Jay, I've got a question for you.
What's up?
Like I was making an ATSC mock, you know, and you made a video about it, and I watched like 100 times for sure, because I was always looking for the details that you showed. I was asking, how do you like the ATSC mock, but you've got in your background, you got another one, right?
Yeah, so those are both made by the same person. They're both right there.
Another goal.
Yes, another goal. So that's his version 2.1 and his version 3.0. So I plan on updating the old one to the new one at some point. I just haven't yet.
Oh shoot, there's David. What's up, David?
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. We want to hear the story.
I don't want to say it again, though.
Oh my,
I feel
bro.
super embarrassed now.
Hey, there's no reason to feel embarrassed. I mean, I'm sure all of us at some point has done some unspeakable things for toys. So.
Yeah.
That's probably.
I raised my hand here.
Oh no.
I hate to break it to Bricko via Jay's stream, but I might not do my stream tonight, though.
What?
No.
What?
Why not?
That's so sad.
What could you possibly be doing that's more important than streaming?
Well, it's not more important. It's the fact that David's an injured player.
What the heck? Wait, what happened?
It's actually my foot. I have a boot now, and it's kind of caused some issues and stuff like that.
What did you do?
Did you break your foot?
No, I fractured my foot.
Oh my god.
Bro. How?
Let me hear that story.
Yeah, that's a
Did you
better
sit in the
story.
shower?
It's no. Oh my god.
Did Meredith beat you up?
Yeah.
Working out with her?
David, if it was Meredith's fault, blink twice.
Yo, I think he dropped Mandalore on his foot.
No.
The whole thing?
There's no exciting story to it. It's kind of been something. My foot has been hurting for the last 2 months, and I didn't know why. But this past weekend, I hurt it really badly by kind of running on it, and just putting a lot of weight on it for some, I guess.
Isn't that like what you do with the foot? You like run and walk on it.
Well, I mean, I walk daily on a daily basis with my dog, but I don't constantly run or anything. Not anymore. It happens when you grow up, guys.
Old man David.
You grow up, you're gonna fracture your foot.
Guys, David Hall is not the edgy teen you once knew. He's old man
He's
David
not
now.
The Lego boy, whatever anymore.
But anyhow, I got X-rays and all that today, and turns out there's a part of my bone. There's a specific bone in my foot that years ago I guess I broke off from the foot.
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
A separate part of the bone that's just actually kind of adapted to that, and for the longest time it kind of just hung out there. But I guess 2 months ago I inflamed it, and it's just been getting worse over time, and then basically this past Saturday just kind of popped it. And
Wow.
I can't walk on my foot without it hurting.
That kind of happened to me. I hit my heel on a cement block when I was little, and then it kind of hurt on and off for 3 years. And then something popped in it, and then it was actually okay. So I guess it was the opposite. But
Wow.
yeah.
So
Wait,
I mean,
David, so I need to get your answer on this because I've been wondering this my whole life. I've been watching your stuff since I was 7. So I was wondering, are you gonna be doing your YouTube until you're a 70-year-old man?
that is a really strange question to ask me. I mean, I've gone to a convention, and Jay, you can probably speak on this too, but I've been to conventions where there is senior citizens who love building Lego.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I'd if the company's still going and
They didn't really grow up with it the way a lot of people grow up with it now.
I feel like as long as Jang is making videos constantly, I have nothing to worry about. All right,
How old is Jang? He's been
Jang has to at least be 40.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah. I mean, it'll be weird, being a 40-year-old making Lego rap songs. But hey, I'll do it. I'll do what's necessary.
The real question for me the real question for me that I ask myself is this always going to be something I make money from, or is this something that's just going to continue to be a hobby in the future?
Well, do you view Lego as is Lego still a hobby for you? With all the business you do with it.
It is a hobby that I can make a living from.
Okay, I agree. Lego still feels like a hobby to me. I don't.
For me
Yeah.
personally, I do YouTube and it's
I was listening to Jay's Q&A. I think it was your last Q&A, Jay, and someone asked you about I don't know, something about your do you feel like you're building it for yourself or something like that? DJ, do you know the exact question I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the exact wording of the question yet. It was basically along the lines of is it still fun, or is it building out of obligation?
Yeah. I was listening to your Q&A. I put a lot of your videos down in the background.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. like Mandalore or Crate where I'm like, I felt obligated because it's, you know, Friday. I think I promised, like, for Crate, it was like a Friday. I think Crate and Mandalore, I promised, like, Friday is the day that, like, you get a new update. And there was, like, you know, like, Thursday night comes and I haven't done any building because I didn't really feel like it during the week. I'm like, great, I feel obligated to get this building done and get the content out there. Otherwise, I'm going to get angry fans and people are going to get mad and fall off the channel and yada, yada.
Yeah. No, it's like people kind of get. I don't think people get upset. I think people are mostly understanding. But like, it seems like a while. Like, oh, like I have a week to build on something. Like, oh, that's plenty of time. Yeah. But like those updates creep up on you so fast, especially when you're building large scale, and you have like to wait for parts to come in. Like the dates that you try to commit to can really like creep up on you quickly, and it's like crap. Like, do I want to build enough for a video, or do I want to maybe delay this and like build what I want to build? You know, like I definitely have that.
Yeah, no, I've been in that exact scenario.
Remember, it happens to you too when like your bricklink orders don't come in. You've said that before. You just have to skip a week sometimes.
Yeah. It depends on how passionate you are in a build. Like, I have around 6,000 subs, and like I have to put out mock videos like every Friday or Saturday, and like we don't, obviously people get upset. So it's kind of like sometimes you have to be in a mood to mock build. That's just my opinion. Yeah.
That's why I always tell people, don't commit to a mock unless you're passionate about it. Like, don't do something because it's popular. Don't do something because you think it'll get views. Like, mocks are a significant time and like monetary commitment.
I feel like when I was watching like David do his Crate finale, he didn't. I don't know. Maybe you could like not confirm or deny this, but he didn't seem very happy with it. Like at the end, maybe that's just me.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, just based on the way you phrased it and like that sort of stuff.
I'm sorry, so say that again. I thought you were saying the question, Jay, so I wasn't.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, like when I remember like when you were doing Crate and you did the finale, you just weren't that happy with it. It almost felt like it wasn't like your passion, or I don't know.
I mean, with Crate, it felt. I thought that project was gonna take way less time, but it ultimately took a year. Which actually a little over a year, it was getting too long. I mean, Jay, I'm sure you can also comment on this.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Right now.
Yeah.
But I was just in the finale for Crate. I just remember just being ridiculously relieved that the project had been finally finished.
I can't wait to feel that feeling.
Yeah, it's a great feeling, and you're just ready to just take a break and just admire your work for a couple months.
So that's the thing, right? Like, the only time I've ever gotten to have that feeling is with Vardos, because Crate that me and Garrett did was built for a convention, and it basically didn't live past that convention, so we only got to really appreciate it there, and we didn't finish everything we wanted to do. We basically just got enough of it done to where it would look presentable at the convention. So, like, it was relieving whenever it was relieving when we decided to stop working on it, but it wasn't like, oh, we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. And the same thing with Scarif. Like, I remember Scarif was super stressful at the convention because we brought so many parts. Like, we planned on building so much whenever we were, like, trying to get it prepared. And, like, at a certain point at the convention, I was just like, okay, like, I'm done working on this. Which feels more regretful because it's like I wish I had more time. Like, there's still things I want to see this mock accomplish. Vardos was the first time I really got to be like, I'm gonna finish this when I finish it, and then when it's done, like when I'm perfectly happy with it, that's when I can call it complete. I wasn't at the mercy of a convention or any specific deadline. So that was really nice about that project.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jay, I hope you really keep Starkiller together for at least a month once you finally finish it.
I will. I'll keep Starkiller around. I mean, the biggest reason is because, like, it's gonna take so long to take apart. Like, thinking about all the bricks I put into this build, like, it's gonna be super difficult to try to get this thing taken apart. Like, oh my god.
I'm planning for Mandalore. I've come up with an interesting idea. Instead of just like taking it apart normally, maybe just like taking a hammer to it and just whatever. Because I know that's what people want to see is like me just destroy it in one big push. Like
it'll get views, but
yeah, that might get some views. But I think what would get more views and would also be really cool content is to take it apart brick by brick and make a time lapse out of that over a couple, maybe 2 weeks of literally taking it apart every day for 2 weeks straight.
Time lapse of taking apart base for 2 weeks straight.
But then taking that time lapse and reversing it so it literally looks like it's all built at once.
Well, that could be cool.
That'd be really, really cool.
I thought about doing that. I just felt like I could, I wanted to do that with Vardos, but I was like, I can't commit to putting a camera in one place and just because I'm like, it's gonna take so long to take apart. Like, I'm gonna need that camera for other stuff. I'm gonna be moving things around. Like,
you don't have to use. I mean, you could use your webcam or something. A webcam that just kind of sits there.
That's true.
But, I mean,
yeah.
It's up to you. Personally, I think people would find that content super interesting to see it all built at once. Because in reality, there's no mock maker that can really do that because of legitimate reasons. There's no way you're going to be able to really make a perfect time lapse as you're truly building it.
Right.
Just because you're usually building over a long period of time, things will get moved around. There's a lot to it. But I think the idea of taking it apart and then rebuilding it, or reversing that time lapse, making it look like it's being built at once, I think is a really cool thing. And I'm not the first one to do it. I think First Order Lego does that with some of his videos.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone do that with a large scale
I can do that.
In the chat. It means saying how.
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
Okay, I won't.
Ignore the chat. I'm handling it.
Thank you.
But yeah, I've never seen anyone do that at a large scale, so that'd actually be really sweet.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that with Mandalore because I think that would be a great way to be the final kind of thing for that.
Oh yeah,
that's
a Mandalore time lapse.
Yeah, definitely.
My ideal situation is someday to basically have just a webcam that's kind of like a security camera almost, just in the room where I build, and I build the whole mock in that room. And whenever I start building, I just record everything, and then when it's all done, you basically just have a specific angle of things being built in that room, and then it's basically just a time lapse, but you're doing it in real time rather than having to disassemble something brick by brick. So.
Right. I think Lego themselves have something like that at their model shop.
Yeah, they do. A lot of times at their model shops, they will actually just have a window you can look into. I know when I went to Legoland, there was just a big window, and you can go look at the workspaces.
Yeah.
David, are you gonna keep the throne room together? What from Mandalore are you keeping together?
Well, definitely the mural.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that obviously. I keep the throne room
It's
personally.
parts anyways, so I mean, why would I take that apart? I don't know. I think it's only gonna be the mural. Maybe I'll keep a window. I don't know. There's nothing specific I really want to keep together. I mean, I could keep part of the palace with where the chair is. I think that's a cool part. But everything else, I don't feel that attached to where I need to keep it.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, aside from obviously gunships and ATTs.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. So I try to keep something from every big mock I do. From Scarif, what did I keep? I think Scarif's the one thing I just don't have anything from. Other than, I guess, it's not even I don't have the Zeta class anymore because I built the new one. So, the Zeta's pretty much gone. From Crate, I kept the, I've poached parts from it, but I kept one of the turrets that I built, the big, turret building. From Vardos, I kept the Admiral Versio statue that I built, along with all the custom posters that people made, which was pretty cool. From Starkiller, I have so many options. I know I'll for sure keep the big Snoke, because that thing looks awesome.
That's epic.
I feel like I'll probably keep some room. The prison would be cool to keep, because I feel like I worked so hard on that, and it's a lot of build techniques, but it's still so big. I don't know where I'd put that. I don't know. We'll see.
What pieces would be useful? If none of the pieces are going to be useful.
So that's the thing, right? The pieces, I'm gotten to the point where I've poured so many parts into this mock that keeping any section built isn't gonna significantly hurt my collection. Like, there's useful
Yeah,
pieces in that,
That's where I'm at.
but like those same pieces are in like every other thing I built, right? So I can like it's not a big deal. I can just like I can live without the pieces from that specific section of the mock. It's more so just like where would I put that? Like it's just such a big module, but it's nice too because like I can take that to conventions. Like it's just one thing I can lift up. It has lights in it as well, so I don't know. I have to think about that. Like I might keep some. I might keep one module. If I did keep one, it would be the prison. I was really happy with how that came out.
Yeah, it's more like the structural bricks you need, like the plain grays or those sorts of things, but like the really niche pieces.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
David went. Bye-bye.
Let's do some questions in the chat. I've kind of ignored the chat for the past few minutes. 3 of 30 says, Jay, I have a question. I know you collect Black Series, but do you collect Kenner Vintage Series as well? No, I don't. It's enough to collect Lego. Black Series is kind of something that I just do kind of just to get my action figure fix. But the 3-inch figures don't do nearly as much for me as the 6-inch figure, so that's why I just go with Black
Series. 3-inch figures?
What'd you say?
Recently, they got rid of like the 3.75 articulated ones.
No, they still do those. That's what the vintage series is.
Yeah. Wait, so can I bring up a topic and see your thoughts?
A topic? What is the topic?
About the new CMF rumors and everyone with the Star Wars.
We don't discuss rumors here. We only discuss things officially confirmed by Lego. Cause
or what about things that are like
Rumors.
He's a
only things officially confirmed by Lego. That's all we do
He's
here.
a Lego employee, so if he talks about leaks, his job is at risk. That's why we can't.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we want Jay to have a job at Lego.
We want Jay to be able to support his family. We want Jay to be able to buy chicken nuggets.
Oyos.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Count Ravioli says yesterday he spent $90 on a Bespin duel. That's rough.
I didn't even think they were rumors. I thought they were more like just people saying.
That's rough.
I have 3 Bespin duels.
Why? Why do you have 3?
Well, I bought one for myself, one to keep, and then I was like, well,
One just in case.
And then one for Jedi Bob.
Yeah, one for Jedi Bob.
Did you actually get one for Jedi Bomb?
I might. I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'll ask him if he wants that over a 5 I don't know.
So I got 2, and I got the first one for me, just to I reviewed it, and now it's just sitting somewhere. The second one I only bought it because it came back in stock, and I had a friend who I knew wanted one, and I like messaged him about it, but I was like, it might go out quickly, so I'll just buy one, and then if he's not able to get it, I'll just sell him mine for what I paid for it. Otherwise, I'll just sell it to someone else. And
You're such a good friend.
yeah, I know, right? And then I ended up finding someone else who needed it, so I'm just giving it to them basically for what I paid.
You're not talking about Garrett, are you?
No, it's not Garrett. Garrett doesn't care about Lego anymore. Oh my God, funny story. So I actually hung out with Garrett recently, and this is how I knew like Garrett. There's no coming back for Garrett. So he actually had a decent amount of newer sets. I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm happy to see you're still buying stuff. But we were talking about this girl he's seeing right now, and one of his friends was over, and he mentioned, and one of his friends asked Garrett like, hey, like, does she know you like Lego? And Garrett was just like, I think she knows I like Lego. I might have mentioned it a few times. And I'm just like, bruh, wow.
Oh no.
Like, I'm like, okay, I see how it is, Garrett. I see how it is.
You want to see my Lego collection?
Wow. Wait, how long has she been dating?
I don't know. It's not like a brand new relationship. I'm pretty sure at least a few months.
Oh God.
Like it absolutely should have come up by this point.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm used to stuff.
So, David, because you're not going to start streaming the Hogwarts today, you're going to do it next week?
I'm probably gonna do my stream tomorrow. I don't know if
Oh, okay.
this week though.
Oh, tomorrow.
Probably next week for Hogwarts.
Oh, so for tomorrow, is there any chance that you could get your boy Zanny Boy on the stream as a guest?
Maybe. I mean, we'll see. I don't want to promise. promise people things and then I don't come through with it, and then I feel bad.
Really, David? Really, David?
What
Says the guy.
Wow.
Says the guy who promised Jay those
Delta Squad.
Delta Squad
figures that are in production right now, buddy.
Bro, I better have a Delta Squad for Christmas. That's all I know.
Wait, when is Bad Batch?
You know what?
dropping?
You know what,
I wanna
David?
get
If I don't have,
next year.
I'm actually working on Bad Batch figures right now as we speak.
if you,
Can you make them cheaper?
oh my god.
I wish I could, but they're not cheap to make, unfortunately.
I tell you what, if I don't have Delta Squad by Christmas, I want you to send me back those parts I gave you, David. Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm putting my foot down. Enough is enough.
I thought we were boys.
No,
I thought we were too.
Okay.
I thought we were too.
He needs the figs, otherwise spoiled.
Wait, can you break up emotional? 3 a.m.
Is... You know what you have to do, David?
Jay, are you really 25 now?
Yeah.
Is your video
Yeah.
getting accurate? Really?
Yeah.
I grew up so fast.
I
guess
know it.
I always think that we're closer in age, which we kind of are, but like, man, it just makes me feel like I'm getting older.
Are you? You're what? 23?
Yeah, I'll be 24 in February. But
Okay.
geez.
Yeah. It feels weird to be so much older than Lego Boy.
I know. Oh god. I really wanted to do that meme, the how you started, where I'm at, or whatever.
Oh yeah. That actually would be a funny, just like Lego. We should do that. We should all post those.
Yeah.
My where I started isn't. I mean, I have like a baby, not a baby picture. I have like a picture of me maybe as like a 6-year-old holding like a mock.
I have a great picture that my mom took of me where I literally had my it was like this old Sony camcorder while I was making probably one of the most popular early videos, which is my 2000 Army video.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that. Where did you put that picture in a recent video?
I don't know where I put it, but I know I posted it somewhere once before. But I know that photo with like something of like Mandalore today would be like hilarious.
Bro, do it.
Here's this man 20 years later.
Well, it's actually
Where is he now?
11 years, which is still a big difference.
Hold on. Oh, I see.
So, Jay, what room are you building right now?
I'm actually working on the outside of Starkiller, so this section right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you watch the newest video?
Yeah, did you watch the new video? He said he's moving on from interiors.
Yeah, he's not done with
Rico.
it, or he's done with the interiors, man.
Bro, Rico doesn't watch my videos.
Come on, Rico, get on.
Rico needs to get with the program.
Gosh, Rico, you're not
Okay,
going to
wait. When was
get accurate information.
the last Starkiller posted?
Yesterday.
Sundays, like almost always.
Kevin Gormley says, Jay, what's your favorite number? My favorite number is 7.
No.
Can we
Nice.
get reasoning?
Okay, so I did like a survey the other day where I asked all my friends like to choose a number between 1 and 9, and I think 20 out of 30 people said 7. A good amount said
7's a
9,
good number.
The rest said other, but yeah, so many people say 7, and then a few people say 9.
What's so neat about 7?
It's it's a lucky number.
Upside down L?
Well,
It is also an upside down
that's the
L.
thing, like it's how you.
It's the number of God.
It's also my
On the
my
seventh
birth
day they
month.
rested, I don't...
No, it's like how your neurons prefer each other, so 7's just a more natural number to think of or something. I don't know. I read some weird sciencey thing on it.
It's a good number. That's all I know.
Bro, 9 is so much better though.
Are we really have this debate?
I'm a 4 person.
And this
not
is a
gonna lie.
legitimate debate. 9 is
4 is better. It has like 5 points.
9 is the best.
Thank
3
Okay.
is the most convenient though. It has like 3 pumps and 3 points.
Anyway,
This is such a
Jay,
dumb
are
conversation.
you gonna be using that technique throughout the outside area that's overlooking the command center?
Yeah, I have been for the most part. Like even the section I'm working on now, the corner of it. I don't know if you can tell, but there's some net action going on there. And then the part that slopes up will also be using the net. The nets will be used extensively.
MNR Productions asked, "What's the Lego employee discount for PAB?"
I think that's I think we got an imposter. I don't think that's the real MNR.
He's the imposter.
I think.
Alright, I just executed him.
Vanquish him.
Oh no.
Send him to the Shadow Realm.
Imposter.
To the Shadow Realms. Jay, were you a Yu-Gi-Oh fan?
Bro, yes, absolutely.
Did you have that like the wrist deck thing?
I did not have a dual disc, unfortunately.
Guys, it's really me, MNR.
I really wish I
Yeah,
had a
you
dual
never
disc.
met my friend Javier, did you?
You see the
Where,
guy
wait,
in all the
where were
Christmas
we?
videos or all the movie videos?
When would I have met him? Like, where were we, like,
Star
together?
Wars?
He's come to a couple Lego conventions with me, but I don't think he came to the Brick Fair convention, the one that I met you at.
Got you. Yeah, no, I've never met Javier. When's the last time you've seen him? I know he
It's
moved.
been a year since
away.
I saw him, but I was just thinking, I was like, if there's anybody who could combat you in like an argument, because I know how you can get with like Star Wars and stuff like that.
Is he a big Star Wars
I would
fan?
actually meet you there.
What are his Star Wars
His whole
opinions?
pitch was he didn't know Star Wars.
What are Javier's Star Wars opinions?
He's not. I'm trying to think. What is his thing?
I mean, is he a big Star Wars fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can't remember. I know. I think he did like The Last Jedi. I think he also trashed Rise of Skywalker.
That's my kind of guy.
I think he definitely holds like the original trilogy at the highest.
Absolutely.
I don't want
Do we
to
all?
missay because I don't know his truth.
Shout out to Javier for being a big brain Javier.
Everyone says MNR's here in chat.
Bro,
Well, they're
I
obviously
actually
joking.
I banned MNR from a chat because he was on a stream his vlog account, which is not verified. So,
That's pretty funny.
yeah, and then
That's such a Bricko thing to do.
well, okay, he forgot he was on that account, so he went to Matt's stream and started saying stuff, and then it was like, oh, it's a fake, and I was like, yeah, it probably is, because he said something that was like somewhat out of character. So I banned him, and then he was streaming right after, so I went to his chat and asked him if it was actually him, and it was. And so
Wow.
I unbacked it.
And he
But then
hasn't
he gave
forgiven
me
you
mom,
since.
so it all worked out.
That's a life lesson. If you
And that's how I met your mother.
Hey Jay, I've got a question.
What's up?
So I always see your collection of filler brick, and I always wonder how you get those.
Yeah, so years and years and years and years and years of pad. Like that's all I used to buy. Like I buy so much pad. Like I buy a lot of
It's so
pad.
convenient, Take a break.
Yeah, no, it's
mine
amazing.
closed because of COVID, and I'm so sad.
Wait, do they not have the number system? Which,
Yeah.
I might add, is highly inefficient. I hate the number system.
Oh my god, it works so well though, because I've
It
never...
doesn't, because they screwed up 2 of my numbers on 2
No.
different occasions.
Well, you just gotta make it simple for him, which is just get an entire cup in one piece.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't want an entire cup of one.
You guys
well,
get pickup break? What? Mine just doesn't allow any interaction. You can't even touch the sets on the wall. They get it in the back.
Oh, yeah, my store doesn't do that.
No, I don't think you
Yeah, I'm
can
in
touch
Jersey,
it.
so it's a
They
mess.
just do it all for you, pretty
Some
much.
stores
Yeah,
actually
you'll
just
order
do that
off
all
my
the time. Like I know, I think the San Francisco store, because of theft, they just don't have. They have like one of every set on the wall. It's like a shoe store,
weird.
and when you want one, you tell them what you want, and they go get it. Even before COVID.
Oh god, I'm not shocked.
So if y'all are out here stealing from Lego stores, y'all need to stop.
Who's
Wait,
stealing
what?
from, like, how does that happen? You just, like, these Lego stores are pretty, like,
Bro,
usually
I've stolen
confined
from the Lego
stores.
store. I've pocketed a thing from the minifigure thing.
Bruh.
Oh, the little, mini, oh, yeah, I'd be
it was
guilty
a,
if I didn't pocketed a few of those in the Mega Brick.
We have a lot of
Yeah,
people admitting to crimes today. What is going on?
Yeah, geez, guys, what's wrong?
That's like the third, yeah, I put a few of the minifigure pieces in the Pick a Brick cup,
Oh my
but
god.
I spent like $10,000 on Lego, so I think it's acceptable.
Oh yeah, that makes it all better. Squidman says, when I was a kid, I stole a pair of gray legs from Build. Wow.
If stealing something in the store, is there an actual protocol in place to like do something about it?
There is a protocol. With any retail store, there is a protocol. Don't steal from the Lego store, guys.
That's when you pull out a schedule.
You got away scot-free with the gray pants.
You
The
pull
gray
out.
minifig pants.
You gotta pull out a stud shooter and let off a few rounds in their back.
Hey, David, quick question. Are you on meds currently?
No.
Oh, okay.
They gave me a medicine, but I don't know.
Kinda sucks.
David, are you high right now? Do you get nervous?
Oh yeah.
David, have you ever recorded a video under the influence of anything?
Actually, yeah. Not gonna lie.
All right, guys, your homework is to go find the Solid Brick Studio video where he's under the influence of something.
Wait, so David, in the build it in your final Clone Army video, I think in 2015, I was watching it the other day. Who was the person sleeping in the room that you like catch their feet, like in it and everything?
That's Javier.
You were just sleeping in the room as you're recording a video that was gonna get like how many millions of views?
Well, that video took so many times to record. Like, he was, at that point, we had gone through like 20 takes, and he was just so done with me.
Jeez.
That was his way of showing attitude of like how pissed off he was at me.
Wow. Why? What was so difficult about that video?
I kept messing up the intro, and he had to like kept on like, because if you go back to the 2015 Clone Army video, the intro is like, it's zoomed on the like first clone figure in front of the armor. I think it was a Captain Rex figure.
Oh, I can see it.
And then it like zooms out to me, and you have to redo that every time I mess up because it's a one-take shot.
I see. Wow. I would be so mad at you if you messed that up like more than once.
Yeah, I was just like, why is he sleeping?
He was tired.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, get
when
that.
I was editing that video, I just thought it was funny. I was like, well, I'll let people have at it.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, what? I got like how many millions of views? Like,
I think it's at like 3 million, which is funny. I mean, I like that kind of stuff though. It's like throwing in funny things like that.
he gives you something to talk. It's a conversation piece.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it as like a kid who's watching and be like, wow, whose feet are those? And it's like, and then like when he goes and tells his best friend, man, I watched this YouTube video, I'm like, all these fun.
Yeah.
I can't figure out who this person is. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? And then you go watch the video. It's just,
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that again. I don't know.
These are the things you think of when you're a YouTuber.
So, David, on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you for Mando season 2? Yeah, that's what we're on. Season 2.
Honestly, the trailer looked great, but it didn't like show anything mind-blowing. It just looked like a very good continuation of what we've already seen.
Right.
So,
Apparently, Bo-Katan's confirmed.
like, personally, what I want out of Mando season 2 is just like, I don't necessarily need like Clone Wars connections. That's not something I'm really going to be looking for. I'm more looking forward to like kind of connecting the bigger universe, and they did that pretty well in the first season. But like, there's just still so much more out there.
I'm going the opposite way. I like the more they try to connect that show.
Insta.
The more they try to connect that show, the more heavily I will scrutinize it. I want the fewest amount of connections as
Yeah, I like
possible.
it being separated too.
Yeah, I like it being like its own separate thing, not connected to any characters or events from any of the
I think that was what made it so
shows.
charming. And hearing like, oh, Ahsoka and Bo-Katan and Boba Fett are gonna be in it.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking for like connections like that character-wise. It's more of just like, I would like for him to go to Coruscant or something like that. Like something bigger, something more like very Star Warsy.
Looks like he's going to Mount Calamari or Mount Cala in the beginning
Yeah,
of.
I saw that.
Are we gonna see Scuba Mando? I mean, locations or whatever. Like, I think that's fine. Like, you can go to familiar places. I'm okay with that.
I'm just pissed off the sequels never went to Coruscant.
I mean,
Yeah, that was annoying.
That's
Like,
not-
the only place they went
That's
was
not like big
Tatooine.
criticism. That's not like big criticism.
I'm
What's that?
I'm pissed off the prequels never went to Bespin. Why didn't they go to Bespin? I was waiting for Bespin and it never happened, and I cried.
Well, what would the relevance be to Bespin? It's a mining colony.
What would the relevance be to Coruscant?
Coruscant's a city planet that was the head of the Republic.
Jeez,
But it's-
you're not.
But it's clearly not the head of the Republic anymore.
Yeah, but it was still like.
Why did they go to Mustafar in episode 9?
It would have been so cool.
Isn't it weird that we've seen Mustafar twice since episode 3? Like, isn't that weird?
Mustafar and Rogue One was great, but Mustafar.
I still don't understand that. Like, why? Like, Mustafar did not have to be in that
Somebody
movie.
told you.
Honestly, I think that was just like a last minute retcon. It was probably like a different planet, and then they just called it Mustafar because
They don't even call it Mustafar in the movie. That's the one planet that they don't like show the name of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And also, I hate how they used, like, what was it? Didn't they use, like, Duel of the Fates in the trailers, and everyone got super excited when they heard it, and then they didn't use it in the movie?
And that was disappointing.
That was, like, the most disappointing thing ever.
Like my issue with it is like you were like they're kind of advertising this movie to like connect everything, especially the prequels. And I was
Actually,
like,
they did.
great. And they didn't. They really didn't.
Yes, they did.
What they tried to do was like bring Palpatine in it, and that was like a big failure.
So here's my
That's
thing.
Really
Hold
actually
on.
interesting thing I saw about it, connecting it. That was really cool. I could say it real quick.
I'll just quickly say, I don't understand, like, why is... Well, no, you go ahead, because I'm going to go off on a tangent, but you
Yeah.
go ahead and make your
So-
point.
So, I was reading this, like, Instagram post or something, and it was basically saying how in episode 1, the galaxy was everyone was out for themselves, and even Anakin said how nobody in the galaxy helps each other, right? And that kind of even goes and continues into, the rest of the prequels and even the original trilogy. And then you get to episode 9, and the galaxy finally comes together after all was suffering to Palpatine, and they all come together and help each other. So that was, I don't know if that was intentional or not, so I'm going to pick
That was
out.
definitely not intentional.
But I think that looking at it that way, at least, I think that really makes it a lot sweeter in the way they round it together, even though they didn't advertise it that way.
That's...
What's your thoughts?
I think that's purely coincidental. I'm not gonna... There's no way when J.J. Abrams came up... I don't know if it was his idea, but there's no way that, like, they're thinking of that scene where young Jake Lloyd Anakin is like, the problem in the galaxy is no one wants to help each other.
I don't think that specific scene. I think it was just because that was the main theming of, like, this one, like, at Crate, how nobody came to rescue them, and...
Right, yeah, I would say that's more about Crate than it is about
And, like,
episode 1.
And, like, in the originals, did you really see... And everyone hated the Jedi. Nobody really stuck out for the Jedi.
I mean, I don't know. My thing is, I just don't understand why there was such this huge emphasis on episode 9 to quote-unquote connect things together. And the reason why is because we basically watched a linear story unfold. Like, the things happening now are basically the culmination of things that happened beforehand. And I feel like that in itself is the connection, right? The fact that we're watching a story of basically the remnants of the Empire, the descendants of, like, our heroes from those original movies, as well as new heroes, like, doing stuff together. Like, these are also repercussions of all those events that happened earlier. So why is there, I guess, why is that not enough of a connection? Like, why do you literally need to see something ripped straight out of the prequels for there to be a connection?
Because money.
I mean, sure, yeah.
I mean, it didn't even do that well at box office. I mean, usually, like, the movies don't make as much. Like, the first one does the best, second, and third. But this one just barely edged out Aladdin, the live-action Aladdin, and Beauty and the
Well,
Beast.
those were still extremely successful movies.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
absolutely. They still made $1 billion, which I think is absurd. But that's where the movies really are. I mean, I have a feeling after, like, the whole thing going on now, the movies aren't going to be making as much. Like, they hit an all-time high, and they're just kind of going to fall flat now. But
I don't know about that.
that's just my opinion, because, like, literally every movie series decided to end last year. Toy Story, Avengers, Star Wars, everything.
do you really call Toy Story 4 and like, Toy Story ended
Toy
at...
Story 4 has been a huge franchise.
No, but I'm saying, like, after Toy Story 3, like, no one expected another movie.
No, absolutely. but it's like then they're saying they're done now. Like they're done making sequels.
I mean, you could say you're like, okay, we're done until we make another one. You know, like.
I have a feeling they're actually done because
Like Star Wars was done until the prequels, and then it was done again until the
you'd be
sequels.
surprised.
Like what would they do? Like what they do until every toy leaves Bonnie and she's left with no toys? Like
I mean, they can even make, I guess.
We didn't notice what he was
sorry
saying.
to cut into the Toy Story here, but Jay, I gotta keep going. It's good talking to you, man.
All right, take care, man. Heal up.
See you, David.
Alright, see you.
Take
Catch you
care.
later, David.
Try to move on to a different topic than Toy Story.
And we got LS82 in the chat. What's going on, dude?
So yeah.
But yeah, this obsession with connections in Star Wars kind of drives me crazy, because
I get it because people want that connection, like to feel like everything, all the stuff they're watching somehow pays off. And the only real universe that actually gets that is like Marvel. So I guess everyone kind of looks for that. Maybe that's just me.
So I don't know. Someone who's seen Harry Potter, does the last movie like go out of its way to reference things from the earlier movies?
No.
Okay.
I mean, with the
Lord of the Rings, does the
last Dark Knight.
does the last movie go out of its way to reference things from the other movies, or are they just telling a continuation of the story and the story
It's
ends?
just a continuation.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here is defending the Rise of Skywalker. I was just making the point earlier about how and that connection. I just thought that was nice. How it's like how the galaxies sort of came together.
I mean I hated that because I don't hate the galaxy coming together.
In response to Palpatine.
Not the way it was done. No, absolutely
No,
not.
no, I don't like the way it was done. I just like the messaging.
I mean, sure, but that's
the
that's just the messaging of the rebels. Like that's what they are. That's who they are. Like
the rebels were taking on the Empire. It wasn't to bring the galaxy together.
well, not
Yeah, I don't
necessarily,
think
but
they really
that was
kept
still
the
part of it.
unity.
They were trying to unite the galaxy against oppressors. I think that was absolutely part of their message. Part of what they were trying to achieve.
So I was listening to like George Lucas. He basically started it all because it was like the Taiwanese against like the U.S. and all these things. More like a rebellion story. It's not like everyone was in there for the Taiwanese. It was just people coming. I mean, it's kind of a loose connection to this specific thing. But yeah.
I think I don't know. I feel like Star Wars is the one franchise where like people constantly need to be reminded they're watching a Star Wars movie. Otherwise, it's a problem. Like
I mean,
Lando.
don't you want?
Absolutely
I mean, I guess
no.
that's why Solo failed. Because they know that you have to feel like you're in Star Wars, and I think that a lot of people didn't go out to see Solo because in the marketing, it's like, oh, that's just some Western.
No, there's a difference.
Like, Solo, this character that doesn't look like my favorite Han Solo, and it didn't do well.
There's a difference between feeling like you're in Star Wars and being reminded that you're watching a Star Wars movie.
Well, yeah, it's like I think that's where the Mandalorian hits at home because it's not like a Star blasters, but not screaming all that in your face and like big battles and everything. But you still get that Star Warsy feel, and I think they need to replicate that more.
See, I disagree with that. I mean,
really,
I think the Mandalorian is totally like it's not. Mandalorian doesn't really feel like Star Wars. It's like Star Wars
Really?
done differently to me. Like it's
I don't. Yeah.
like what
Maybe it's a quieter.
I mean it's a different. I would say it's just a different type of Star Wars. Like
I mean, I guess that's how I feel about Solo. I don't feel like Solo feels like Star Wars at all.
I mean it is. I'd say Solo feels more like Star Wars than Mandalorian does.
Really?
Like, yeah, not even
like,
close.
With the Mandalorian, you're still getting like. I don't know. You're still getting that vibe. Like you're surrounded by all the. Like Solo is a heist. This is still like a story about.
I mean, Solo's not all a heist movie though. I think about like the Kessel Run sequence and like all the like you have a bunch of heroes like
Well,
on
I think about it more on like Corellia and think about it more on like the heist parts and Dryden and all that. The standoffs felt more like a Western. I'm not saying it's bad.
Wait, you're saying Solo feels more like a Western than Mandalorian does?
No, like in the no, I meant it more like in the fact that Solo just doesn't feel. It feels more on the nose, I guess. I don't know. I haven't fully formed my thoughts on it, but it feels a little more like disconnected from. I don't know, that Star Wars feel. Like, it doesn't feel like you're watching a Star Wars movie, in my opinion. Like in Star Wars, you're in space a lot more. All of space looked kind of different. Like it was like dusty, or it was.
I don't know. I don't know if it's possible.
Says the prequel fan.
I'm not a huge prequel fan.
I'm
not a huge prequel fan. I like Episode 3. I think Episode 2 and 1 are kind of hot trash.
I don't know. I feel like Solo. It has more just film. I mean, I think both Mandalorian and Solo have like familiar Star Warsy stuff, but Mando, I think, definitely goes in like different directions and tries to be like unique and not in a non Star Wars kind of way than Solo does. Even though like Solo has like heist elements to it, I wouldn't say it's completely just a heist film because it's not.
I mean, the thing I definitely like about Mando, and maybe this is why I feel this way, is because Mando stems its ideas from the thing that like George Lucas got his ideas for Star Wars from, like these movies that he got those ideas. Well, like things like Solo basically just got all their ideas for Solo from other Star Wars movies. So
I don't know how you can say that, but then also say it doesn't feel like Star Wars.
Sorry to interrupt, but
Okay, yeah.
Zanny says we gotta go.
We gotta rotate guests.
All right, let's
Alright,
let's
I'll
do
see
it.
y'all later.
See ya.
And I think this might be the time to rotate me as well. I think you guys have fun.
Yo, this is a historic moment.
I know
Simeon
Simeon's first
Simeon
stream.
finally on a Rich Boy J stream.
I know.
It's amazing. For the first time ever.
I just tried out David's stream last. Hey, this is.
Oh God, he's dead, guys. He didn't make it.
Simeon, did your mic cut out, or did
Simeon, are you there? Hello?
He died. Oh, there he is. He's back from the death, like Lyra.
Yes. Yeah. That's a rough.
Should
What?
turn up your volume a little bit, Simeon. Actually, turn up your volume a ton.
Okay. A sec.
I want it to be clipping.
Joey Kessler says Mandalorian fanboys are just boomers who refuse to watch the other shows. I mean,
That's not true.
there's some truth in that, man. I would honestly say like the percentage of Mando fanboys who are boomers is pretty high compared to other Star Wars shows. Which isn't a bad thing. It's not a knock on Mando. It's just kind of funny.
Is my volume any better?
A little bit. Just speak more loudly.
Okay, sorry. I don't
Project.
know what's going on. It's like my Discord updated.
Always excuses with you.
Exactly.
It's alright, guys. Boomers need TV shows too.
Do they though? Do they?
Yeah.
Golden Girls, that's all they need.
Yes, Golden Girls. What? Hold on.
Golden Girls
What happened to
shares-
Lego Golden Girls? Like, wasn't that supposed to be an idea set?
I think at one point, I don't know. I mean, I think
I'm pretty sure. I thought it got approved. Hold on. I'm doing my Googles right now.
No, Golden Girls, like, ideas show being set did not.
Okay, I'm looking at Lego Golden Girls. Okay, that's definitely not it. I can't be. That has to have been a thing. Someone in the chat, tell me I'm correct.
I don't know much about. Well, not don't know much about. But I don't really follow Lego ideas, and I don't really even know what Golden is, given that I'm not a boomer. So I couldn't tell you.
Oh my gosh, it was.
Okay. Oh, it wasn't approved. Okay, it got 10,000 votes, but it says not approved.
That's hilarious.
That is the most disappointing thing I've ever heard in my life.
They should have made it.
Shout out to
I-
Lego
why not?
Soldier 82. He says Jay is correct. I wasn't listening, but he's correct. Why can't more people do that? You know, why do people have to challenge me on everything? Why can't they just assume I'm correct?
Supreme leadership.
Yes. Anyone who questions my authority will be dealt with.
Nice.
Count Ravioli says, "Does getting the helmet sets make me a boomer?" Absolutely. That is the boomerist of Lego sets for sure. Did you get a brick? What is that thing called? A brick sketch? Did you get a brick sketch along with it? I think the helmet sets. I don't know. Does anyone here like the brick sketches? I will start there.
I think they're an interesting idea. I don't know about the execution though.
Okay.
They look okay, but who's gonna buy it?
Okay. Yeah. I just like that's one of the like I can at least understand the appeal of the helmet sets. Like even though I am absolutely opposed to them, I get it. But the brick sketches, on the other hand, are the one that's the thing that still puzzles me.
Sandy says brick sketches are beta brick kits that are $10 too much.
Oof. Oof.
I mean, he is spending facts.
Resistance Studs says, "What is the best minifigure scale TIE fighter?" I mean, Jarek pretty much holds that crown, unless someone wants to object.
Wow.
Like, I mean, it's fine. Like, some of the brick sketches look cool, but, dude, I don't know.
It looks much better for display.
Yeah, I mean, like, what else are you gonna do with that, though?
You can put them everywhere. The sketches, you can.
They need to make a brick sketch of Queen Amidala and stop playing around. And I want it mosaic style. Squidman says, "I'm gonna make a Rich Boy J brick sketch and change your mind." Okay, do it. I'll do it. If someone makes a Rich Boy J helmet set, I will pay big money for that. I will retract every mean thing I've ever said about the helmets if someone makes a Rich Boy J helmet. LS82 says, "Dang, I haven't been paying attention, but you're at 34.6 subs. Last time I remember was at 25k. Yeah, man. The Jedi are taking over.
It has begun.
Begun the Clone Wars has."
Exactly.
Did you guys clap in the theater? Actually, no, hold on. I laugh at thinking that any of you were in the theater watching that movie. Did you...
Of course I was, and I wasn't even born yet.
Oh, yeah. You just knew. You just knew. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't even in the theater watching that movie. I was alive, I just didn't watch that movie. I wasn't a Star Wars fan yet. It's a good question. Did anyone in the chat watch episode 2 in theaters? When it first came out?
I've seen episode 1 in theaters.
I was saying when it
That
first
doesn't
came
count.
out.
That's the 3D
Dang
pre-release.
it, Colt.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
But
like, if you guys didn't go to see that 3D showing, I don't know what you were doing.
But funny enough, I actually saw episode 1 in theaters when it came out.
Wow.
LS82 says he saw 2 and 3. I saw 1 and 3 in theaters.
Wait, when was 1?
1999.
That is old.
You think 1999 is old?
Doesn't that sound weird? Like,
It's so old.
it's weird that most of the people watching this right now were not alive in the 1900s. Imagine not being alive in the 1900s.
Jay and I are the 1900s game.
It sounds so weird to say the 1900s.
That's not like.
It makes it sound old, but it's not actually that old.
Yeah, it's really not that long
It's
ago.
Like the 90s or the 80s, but like the 1900s refers to like the early
Not necessarily.
You're 100 years old, my man.
If you have to have been born in the late 1900s.
That, oh my gosh, just imagine being like, I was born in the late 1900s.
I mean, I was. That's in my Tinder profile.
I know, but if you like,
It's still
it just sounds like it's so,
Dramatic.
I don't know.
Welcome to our
Yeah,
Rich Boy J
exactly.
live stream.
Yeah.
Roanoke Candy Buck says 2002 game. Imagine being born in the 2000s.
I know, right?
What
Imagine being born after the prequels came out.
That is weird.
Bro, I
Wow.
missed that by like 3 months.
Wait, when did,
You were born in 05.
when did episode 3 come out?
May something 2005.
May 19th, 2005.
Huh.
I love how you were so sure about the 19th, but not sure about 2005.
I think it was 2005.
It was definitely
Yes, it was
2005.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Comic says I was about 3 when episode 3 came out. I was 3 when episode 1 came out, and I remember walking out of the theater after seeing that movie. I remember thinking, wow, that red guy was scary.
Exactly.
Jamie, why'd you
I watched all the
Technic
prequels
in the
when they
Razor
came out.
Crest?
What'd you say, Brico?
Why'd you have to use Technic? You know I barely have any Technic.
I'm sorry, bro. I added Technic to that build specifically to spite you.
I knew it. Because there's
Yeah.
no way you'd actually need Technic in a thing like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. It's so small, it totally just flaps on.
Right, and it's like incredibly light.
So having built the sections that you've built, is it much bigger than you expected?
Bro, okay, so yesterday was like the shock of how big it was. Today I've gotten used to it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, it's still big. And I can't believe the landing gear hold it up because, like, they're so simple.
How
Yeah, no, I think it's a pretty deceptive build in terms of pictures. Like once you see it in person, it's insane.
Yeah.
I
Also,
would want to build
I
one, I just
think
don't
I-
have the money for the boots.
I think I did something wrong because the whole thing is kind of leaning forward. Like, the front landing gear looks like it should be taller than it is.
No, that's how it's supposed to go. Once you add more weight to it, it levels out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, because it'll put more pressure on the back ones and make them a little more bendy.
Exactly.
I know physics. Whatever that is.
Physics.
You mean gravity?
Sure.
I mean, it's the same thing. Yes. Colt with the comment of the year. Imagine being born in the 2000s and didn't get to experience the original 2005 Episode 3 Lego Star Wars sets. If y'all didn't, y'all can't say nothing to me about Lego if y'all didn't experience that original 2005 Episode 3 wave of Lego Star Wars sets. Don't talk to me unless you experience those sets.
Oh, I've experienced them.
Okay, Jay,
Even
I
though.
guess, like...
Everyone just leaves the video.
Except me.
Nah, bro, those were the days. Those were, oh my god, like,
That was a special time. 2005 was a bomb year for Star Wars.
oh, dude, it was amazing. We got so many sets. Like, we got so many sets from one movie. Like,
Yeah,
it was
and not just
incredible.
like the Lego stuff, but like, of course, Episode 3 and like the video games that came out that year.
Yep.
The action figures.
Dude.
We got Volume 2 of the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
Yep.
Like, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Great
Dude.
year.
Like, the Episode 3 video
I
game
agree,
came out that year.
2005 was a really good year.
Lego Star Wars,
Yeah.
the original Lego Star Wars game came out that year. That was the year I became,
Republic.
that was the year I became a man.
Battlefront?
Republic Commando came out that year. Battlefront 2 came out that year.
Wow.
And freaking Episode 3, the video game, which is actually pretty decent, came out that year.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That game actually came out a couple weeks before the movie came out, so that
Yeah.
was the only way to see. You actually got to see a ton of footage of that movie in the game
Yep.
before the movie came out.
Yeah.
I remember playing that game before the movie came out.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you knew that Count Dooku got stabbed in the chest and not got.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, there was some weird. And I mean, Lego Star Wars was the one that really confused me because I played that before Episode 3 as well.
Oh yeah.
Or
And-
like you play through the video game and you're super excited when you're in the theater and you're like, oh man, I can't wait until the Mace Windu and Anakin Skywalker duel, and then you see the movie and you're like, oh.
Oh, you're like, oh man, I can't wait to see Obi-Wan and Cody fight General Grievous, or oh man, I can't wait to see clones and droids fighting together to try to kill the Jedi's.
Yeah, yeah.
Comic Brick says, that's weird. Never in a million years would they release a game before movie today. Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
it wasn't just like about the game. It was like had that ton of footage from the movie.
Yeah, there was
some of the
I-
cutscenes.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
no, even though I was born afterward, the 2003 Lego Star Wars Revenge of the Sith sets, I still experienced them because my brother bought them when they came out. So I experienced them as much as he did, even without buying them.
Which ones did you have?
Well, I had the classic Battle Pack ones, with the Shock Trooper, the regular.
Well, that's from
That was
2007.
2007.
That's not
Yeah,
the OG.
that wasn't from episode 3.
We're talking about the 05 sets.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know about that. Well, maybe.
Oof. Yeah, no, the original episode 3. So did all the sets? No, they were. Did all the sets come out at one time during that year? Because
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, it was like 12, at least like 10 or 12 sets that all came out basically at the same time. It was insane.
Can we name all of them right now?
Yeah, so we'll go from smallest to largest. So the smallest one was the Tri-Fighter. It was like $10.
No, it was the Vader transformation. That was.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yep, Vader transformation. Was that like a $7 set?
Yeah, it was like $8, $7, $8.
Okay, so Vader transformation, Tri-Fighter, the Vulture droid and Anakin Starfighter or Anakin Interceptor.
Yeah.
The Obi-Wan and Grievous chase.
Yes.
That was also a $30 set. What was how much was the droid tank set? Was that $40?
I think it was $40. The droid tank with the Wookiee flyer.
Yep. The next one would have been the Wookiee Catamaran $50? No, Arc 170. Arc 170 was 40. Arc 170 was 40.
No, that was like a $60 set. That was like $50, $60.
Hold on, let's.
That was not $40.
Yeah, I can't see an Arc 170 being $40.
Bro, you weren't around in. Hold on, let's check brick set.
There's no way it was $30.
And I didn't say 30. I thought it was 40.
No, Lego Soldier 82 is saying it's 30.
And I didn't, obviously I didn't experience the sets by like having them, but I did get a little bit of them because we got the.
No, dude, on brick set it says it was $40.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew it was 40.
Dang.
An Arc 1, yes, dude. An Arc 170 was $40. Okay, yes.
Lego Soldier says that the droid tank set with the Wookiee flyer was $30.
Oh, okay. So I guess there were three $30 sets.
Okay,
so yeah, the Arc 170 was 40. The Wookiee Catamaran I think was 50, if I'm not mistaken.
And then it's the turbo tank, which was $90.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't forget the Ultimate Space Battle, which was a Target exclusive, and also a set you don't own.
Oh, don't remind me.
And there's a Toys R Us exclusive set which had the Arc 170 and the Tri-Fighter droid.
That is right.
With either you could either get a mini Anakin Starfighter or a mini Arc 170 in that set, and it also came with the Revenge of the Brick DVD.
Oh God!
And the box was almost like a suitcase.
That's like, remember when they made the suitcase for the episode 2 Jango Fett Slave 1? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Kind of cool though.
Like, I mean, it's cool, but like that's the only time they ever did that for like a Star Wars set.
The suitcase is just so you can swoosh around the ship without actually having to build it. It's just you swoosh it really.
I want to know.
It's just to carry the ship.
I don't know how many kids back in the day were like, all right, I'm going to Grandma's house. Let me pack up my Slave 1 in this suitcase.
Yeah, I had the Darth Vader transformation set as well.
Great set. But I remember getting that. I remember me and my mom like went to Target for something. And I'm pretty sure that set was like, what is it called? The things right by the register, basically like the products they sell there. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, there's like polybags, there's like gum, and there's
yeah. I'm pretty sure I got that set from right there. Like I wasn't even playing. I wasn't gonna get anything, but I picked it up. I'm like, yo, this is $8. Can I get this Lego set? And my mom was just like, yeah, fine, whatever. And I was just like, yes. And I remember the build was crappy, but I liked it because you actually see that set in the Lego Star Wars game. That's why I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Jay, we forgot about your favorite set of all time.
The Mustafar set. Was that a $40 set?
I think
probably 20.
Yeah, I think it was like $40.
What was it? The Ultimate Lightsaber Duel.
Yes.
Ugh, what a mess.
All of these sets,
What's the
even though I
best year
wasn't
for
gonna
Lego
get
Star Wars,
them,
you said?
Oh no, it was 30. It was 30. Yeah.
Ugh.
I was still
30?
able to like see them because I got the 2010 Visionary. So I just like every day look at all these sets and be like, oh dang, I wonder what having these were like. I never got.
The minifigures from that. I actually have all the light up minifigures. You know what's sad, Jay? That the only way to get like a normal Anakin is if you break
The head
light
off
up
of that
Anakin.
one. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I mentioned that in a video recently. I was like, and it always bugged me as a kid because like I always preferred the normal minifigures to the light up ones, and Anakin was the one I had to always have that communication device on his face in order to have him.
Yeah.
And they didn't release another Episode 3 Anakin until a normal one until was it the Green Interceptor?
2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 2011, 2012.
That's 7 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, and the Green Interceptor, it wasn't even normal Anakin. It was like Sith Anakin.
Oh no, the normal Anakin was
It was in the Palpatine's Arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
That one went crazy.
Over half a decade they had to wait.
And even since then, so
Well, Clone Wars count. Well, unless you don't count.
No, we're not talking about Bug-Eye Clone Wars. No.
I mean just like an actual like Episode 3 style Anakin. Yeah, Squidman says it took like 11 years to make an updated Episode 2 Anakin. That was a crime. The fact that like in 2012, if you wanted Episode 2 Anakin, he had to have a yellow face. Like that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's really outdated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we forgot some sets. Okay, so we also forgot the Clone Scout Walker.
Wow! Oh my gosh, that was my first ever.
I was gonna say, that was probably my first set. Yeah.
I got that. I was one of the sets I got for my birthday. Wow, I feel so disappointed.
Yeah, Wookiee Catamaran was 50.
Bro.
Man, that's such a legendary wave.
That is such a great set.
You know what, Jay? I think when I go to we do Boyo Fiesta, I think I'm gonna bring my 2006 Turbo Tank to build on stream.
That would actually be awesome. I would love to see that box in person. That would be amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I could show you it later. Obviously, it's in my closet.
Honestly, like, I'm not one to just like keep sets sealed, but I would actually love to have like a full collection of all those original Episode 3 sets sealed.
Yeah.
Because like that was my original exposure to Lego Star Wars. So those boxes are super nostalgic for me.
That's when I started getting really into Star Wars and Lego. Was when those sets came out. So that was pretty awesome.
Like I had sets before then. Like I got the 04 Falcon. I got the original Vader and Vader's TIE and Y-wing combo set, and I think I had the original A-wing. But I wasn't a Star Wars fan then, so like they didn't really mean much to me.
Fun fact about that so-called original Vader's TIE and Y-wing. You probably got the 2004 re-release, which had a couple different parts, and all the parts in that set, all the grays and the dark grays, were actually light bluish grays and dark bluish grays.
So I actually didn't have the 2004 one, and I know it because I would have. Yeah, I had the actual original one. Because I didn't have that set by the time like 04, 05 came around. Like I didn't have that set built, but I remember like when I was much younger, I had that set.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Brick Guild says his first one was the 2011 wave. He was 6 and started to really like Star Wars that year. I had been buying Lego since 2009 though. That's what's up.
Wow.
Man.
I first got into Star
What year
Wars.
did the?
Go ahead, Simeon.
No, you go.
Oh, what year did the Little Troopers come out? The
2014. Yeah.
So 2014 was the year that I actually got way more serious into buying Lego Star Wars. I got
That's a good year to get into.
That's a very good
that
year.
was like one of the best years.
Yes.
What were you saying, Simeon?
Yeah.
I was saying I probably got into Star Wars about probably when I was 4 or 5 when I was first shown and such, and it was magical. Kid looking at Star Wars at that age, and we had some youth flow. We finally were at the age where we could start playing with Lego because our parents trusted us not to choke on them.
Right.
And I think my first ever Lego Star Wars set, I think I got it for Christmas from one of my items was the second Clone Trooper battle pack, going to Arc Trooper and the boss squads.
Nice.
Like, that was amazing because I just watched the prequels and I was like, oh my gosh, I have Clone Troopers now.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, there was something so magical about, and like, in 2005, like, I had dial-up internet in my house. Like, the internet wasn't readily accessible for me, so I couldn't just go, like, look up any Lego set I wanted to see. But there was something so magical about having the Lego Star Wars games to, like, look at the sets. Because, I mean, they did episodes 1 through 3, so you could see, like, you know, the Pod Racer sets, the AAT, the MTT are all in those games. Like, all those sets, and, like, you could, like, see them in the game. So, like, if I didn't own a set, I could always see it in the Lego Star Wars levels. And that was just so cool, because I really had no other way to see those old sets.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was from the back of the manual. Like, I'm not proud to say I used to love and collect the Lego Ben 10 sets.
That's so obscure.
very niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a kid, they were exciting, and like we would go to Target and just randomly get one, and I thought that was cool.
Right.
But the coolest thing was the mystery about those other ones that looked different at the end of the manual.
Right.
Like just looking at the other ones that I didn't have.
Yep.
Like,
And that was
so
always
interesting.
cool. It was also cool when Lego used to actually put other sets on the back of the box. Like, that was always fun.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I don't know why they stopped doing that. Like,
Or like back in the day, like over a decade ago, they used to have, at least for Star Wars stuff, like the last 2 pages of the manual, they would display all the sets in like this big battle. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking
Oh
about?
my god.
it's, they did. I mean, I can get why they couldn't do that as much now, just because they don't make a ton of contextually similar sets in one wave. Like,
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
movies, even not even then. Like things are so disjointed now. But yeah, no, that was always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, whenever
Looking at
I can't remember. So the 2010 AT-AT, there was a snow speeder on shelves at the same time, right? It might have been the one that like came with. It was like
It was the Wampa Cave.
Yeah.
Wampa Cave.
Okay, so that's the last time there was like an AT-AT and a snow speeder on shelves at the same time, because the 2014 AT-AT came out basically. Oh no, yeah, I think it came out right after the snow speeder had retired. No, wait, those were were those
No,
out together?
they were in the same wave.
No,
I
the
got them for the same
2014.
Christmas.
Yeah, the Snow
Okay.
Speeder AT
2014
came with
AT-AT
single.
came Christmas. When
Okay.
they got, yeah.
I think I know what it was. I know what it is. That AT-AT retired before the Assault on Hoth set came out. I think that's what
Yeah,
happened.
and the Snow Speeder, and that's, well, there isn't like that. The Snow Speeder came out. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is shocking to me. Like, a snow speeder came out last year, and then AT-AT came out this year, but the snow speeder is not on. Yeah,
But not the Anakin's pod race.
exactly. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Still being produced.
What the heck?
And I'm pretty sure the Slave One is also still like being
Oh
produced.
yeah. I mean, out of the smaller ones, yeah, it's only the pod racer. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that's not even the best of the prequel sets they put out there.
No,
Why do they have that one.
no, like the back of the I think the coolest, the most fun I ever had with Lego sets was playing with a snow speeder and an AT-AT. Like, that was just the funnest thing for me to reenact. So the fact that there's an AT-AT on shelves right now, but not a snow speeder, is very disappointing.
Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's all good though, because now I have the power of MOCs, and I can just build a. I mean, I have a custom snow speeder and AT-AT, so
Yeah, mods have so much more potential because you don't have to rely on Lego.
exactly. No, those.
Minifigures.
I'm trying to think, like back in the day, I don't feel like whenever like anticipating new Lego sets, I was never like, oh, I hope they make this. It was more just like, oh, I'm excited I'm just excited to see whatever they make next, you know?
Yeah.
It was less a feeling of like, oh, like I want this thing for my collection. It was more just like,
Yeah.
okay, like let's see what Lego's gonna put out. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird because I feel like that's totally not the case now. Now, like, whenever a wave comes out, or like, there's all this big speculation, like, or are they gonna do this? Like, I really hope they do this. And also, there's just so much more Star Wars now. So, like, the chances that you get what you want are much smaller than they were back in the day.
Yeah, they are much smaller.
Yeah. Because before you had 6 movies, and then the Clone Wars television. So you basically had all of that. And also Clone Wars was like all the stuff you'd seen. So you mainly had 2 eras of stuff to pick, and it seemed like they'd like alternate waves of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, this year's gonna be a prequel wave. I hope we get this set.
Right.
But
Yo,
now
Jake.
it's like.
No, keep going. No, keep going, Simeon.
I was just like, but now, you know, since the waves are all so jumbled, you're like, I hope we get like maybe 2 sets from this era.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Cole?
Can we just talk about one of the most underrated years in Lego Star Wars history was 2006.
Yeah, we can talk about that. I mean, that was I got most of the sets from that year.
Yeah,
Here,
me
let me
too.
pull it up.
Like, that was a very important year because that was like the first really big update for a lot of these original trilogy vehicles that, you know, we hadn't seen for many years. Like,
Was that the B-Wing, Slave One,
B-Wing, Slave One,
Jabba
A-Wing,
Sail Barge? That was the first time
Jabba
that came
Sail
out. Yep,
Barge.
A-Wing.
UCS TIE Advanced.
No. Yeah, actually, you're correct.
Yeah.
And then we had.
I'm looking at it on Brickset.
Yeah, we had the Star Destroyer playset, which was really cool for the time.
Yeah. Oh, I was so happy to get that set.
Yeah. I got that set for my
The
birthday.
only TIE Interceptor.
Yep.
Yep. Still in blue.
Oh, X-Wing came out that year too.
Yeah, the special.
Did a Y-Wing come out, or was that 07? Yeah, it was
That
07.
was 07. No, that X-Wing was actually one of the longest on shelves sets of all time. That set was on shelves for like over 4 years.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it said on the box it was a special edition set. Like,
Yeah, I remember
it's funny
that.
it
Yeah.
lasted like 2
More
times
than
as
it is
long
that
as
well.
other sets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, this was a big year. Like, this is like a big. It was a big Return of the Jedi year, clearly, for whatever reason.
Oh, dude, the Death Star 2 came out that year. No, never mind. That's 2005.
I just realized not a single. Okay, this is weird. Not a single prequel set came out this year.
Nope. The V-Wing.
V-Wing Fighter.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Okay.
With the non-light up version.
That is so obscure.
Yeah, the 2006, the re-release of the other version of the turbo tank. And the only
I don't
difference
consider
between
that a new set coming out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but the only difference between the 2005 one is you get a regular Mace Windu and you get 1 extra white clone. That's it.
That made me so mad.
Yeah. Okay.
Why does this set deserve an extra clone?
Even so, you did get the. That's like the whole.
But what? Okay. I was 11 years. No, I would have been 10 years old when this wave came out. I had no idea what a V-Wing was. Like, how many times?
Well, I had Battlefront 2. I played Battlefront 2. So.
Okay, that's fair. I was saying, how many times did you have to rewatch Episode 3 before you realized a V-Wing was in that movie?
Yeah, at the very end of the movie.
Yeah. It's like, why do they keep making these? Just make more than 7.
It is weird that they've made 2. It's weird that they made 2 V-Wings and 2 like Skyhoppers.
3 V-Wings. They made an Imperial V-Wing.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that 2006 V-Wing set was like the set everyone had that I knew. That's like the set where like you're a divorced dad and like you're alcoholic. And you
I
wake
love
up
when
at
Colt uses this example. It's
and
always
you
a
wake up at,
divorced
like, 4
alcoholic
p.m.
dad.
And you realize it's your kid's 8th birthday, and you're like, oh crap, I need to get my son that I haven't seen in 2 months his birthday present. So you go to Target and like, oh god, what's the cheapest Lego thing that has Star Wars on the box? Oh, there it is.
$10. I remember getting this set.
It was $8. It was an $8 set.
Wait,
No, it was $10. Brickset says $10.
Oh.
You may have found it on sale.
Great deal.
I remember getting this set. I had no idea what it was. I just assumed, oh, it's a letter wing set. It must be in Star Wars somewhere. I don't know why. I always thought it was like an original trilogy set, like when I was younger, just because, I mean, obviously it has a clone in it, but I just like the vehicle, to me, just, I don't know. I guess because
I mean-
it's the only prequel vehicle that's like a letter wing
Yeah,
vehicle.
that's what I was gonna say. It just fits in with the original trilogy era better, I think.
Right.
Well, it's probably the art. It's probably made for actually. It was probably made for the originals.
Yeah, like
Man,
you
this
can tell it
is.
takes inspiration from like A-wings and X-wings.
I guess technically the Star Destroyer is an Episode 4 version of it because that's Tarkin.
Yeah, it's got Tarkin, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it has the 2 Royal Guards, so.
It does. That's
It's
right.
got
Yeah.
Tarkin,
It's
Palpatine,
confused.
Royal Guard.
No, it doesn't have Palpatine.
Oh, it doesn't have a...
Nope.
Right, it's a hologram, right.
Yeah, it has basically, all that piece is it's a 2x5 brick, and it's a translucent blue piece, and you get 2 clear stickers of Palpatine. Like, he looks like the OG version with like the gray face.
Yep.
And you just put them on there, and then boom, that's the hologram. And he like hangs from like the ceiling or something.
Yeah, it was weird.
No. Yeah, it's interesting.
I thought the Darth Vader chamber was pretty cool. I never got that side. I got the
Yeah, you can put.
Yes, I love.
On the dude. Yeah.
I mean, the mechanism barely worked, but I thought it was cool that it was there, where you could slide the helmet onto his head.
And that was one of the last sets that you could get a chrome lightsaber.
Man, 2006.
That's true.
I love Chrome lightsabers. I only have level 1.
There's quite a few.
They don't put Chrome lightsabers back. They're never gonna do custom lightsabers.
I don't think chrome lightsabers are necessary. Like, they're shiny and that's cool, but like, it's not something that. Like, there are many other things I'd rather Lego change than making lightsabers
Yeah.
chrome again.
Yeah. It's like, it feels unnecessary. Like, the silver we have now is okay.
Yeah. I
And
totes
also
agree.
You look at a Jedi's lightsaber, it's not, like, gonna be that shiny. It's chrome.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, I agree. They're not super reflective.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we'll see? What do you think we'll see first? Like unique lightsaber hilts, or unique or like custom guns from Lego?
Lightsabers, definitely.
I think
They're gonna do either.
probably, if they were to do either lightsabers because of their policy of weapons and stuff, but then again, that is starting to shift more. Like, games like Overwatch dipping more into like the action shooter game. So maybe it could go either way, because custom lightsaber would definitely cost a lot more just from like the company standpoint of blasters. 'Cause
Right.
you make a custom storm blaster, a custom stormtrooper blaster. There you go. Lightsaber is special. Bold.
Yeah, that was my thinking.
Shout out to Xavier Sort for the $4.99 dono. He says we'll see more land speeders. Okay, y'all are okay. Listen, I wanted to make a video on this, but I never did it. But I think we all owe the most recent land speeder an apology. I think it's totally acceptable that Lego wanted to have a land speeder on shelves with a UCS Mos Eisley set. I think
Yeah, I agree.
we overreacted, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, not to mention, it's not just like a straight piece. It's actually different, like a new set.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like is that it was $10 more expensive than the last one.
Yeah.
That's
They
the
showed
thing that was
Joe.
like, okay, the last one didn't come out that long ago. There's no reason this should be $10 more expensive.
They just upped the part count of it and shoveled the Jawa and like.
Yeah, they put the Jawa rock build in it, and I guess that justified it.
No. It's $10 more because we got a poncho.
Yes, those cloth ponchos are super expensive for Lego to produce. Clearly,
Exactly.
I did appreciate getting Poncho Luke though. I love getting characters in their poncho variants. Like we got Qui-Gon and the Sith Infiltrator set.
Yeah.
That's another weird set that they've made multiples of. The Sith Infiltrator has gotten 4 versions.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like we don't even see it for that long.
Yeah, no, it's great. I might make a video on that. Top 10 like over produced. I mean, overproduced maybe isn't the right word.
Over released.
Re-released.
Overdone. Yeah.
It's not necessarily re-released, but like it's like over re-released, essentially. But yeah, no, like that one's one. There are four. Are there really? Yeah, there's 4 desert skiffs. There's the original, the one in the sail barge, and wait, what would be the third one? Because I know we got the more recent one. But what else was there?
There was only
Oh no, there was another one. Yeah, no, there was another one came out like 2010-ish.
Well, then again, that's a little more appropriate to have the Sith Infiltrator because you do get like a really big scene, the skiffs.
Right, yeah, I'd say the skiffs are more memorable and recognizable than the Sith Infiltrator. Yeah, over-iterated, that's a good word for it.
Yeah.
What else has gotten too many? I'd say definitely the T-16. Like, the T-16 doesn't deserve a single set.
Yeah.
Definitely not 2 actual sets and a microfighter.
Yeah, I agree. Was it shown in A New Hope at all?
It was only showed with Luke playing with it as a boy.
They also, I'm pretty sure the special edition...
It was in the background.
Yeah.
It was in the hangar.
It's like parked behind Luke's... Was that a special edition change, or was that originally in the film as well?
I think it was originally in the movie.
Okay.
Oh.
Also, am I wrong?
Oh no, I think the special edition shows it fly over in the end, I think. Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, in episode 6, when they're doing the celebration for the empty deck, you can see it like flying over.
Yeah, okay.
But I do not know if that's a special.
Honestly, as much as I like the AT-AP set, that also does not deserve 3 versions. Like, for what that is, like, no. Like, we needed 3 ARC 170s before that. The ARC 170 at least, like, gets a close-up.
They only did it because it was on Kashyyyk, and they don't want to do that many turbo tanks.
I'm surprised. I mean, they could have done, like, the Catamaran. Like, they could have done the Wookiee flyer ship.
I mean, it's because kids these days only want the clone stuff. They don't care about
I guess. I'm looking around my room. What else has gotten more versions than it deserves?
Resistance X-Wings?
I mean, but that wasn't just one thing, though. That at least... I mean, X-Wings in general, like, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, Poe got his black one, which I think totally fine. We got just a normal one. And we got the orange one, which was like his main one. Squidman says the amount of Boba Fett slaves want. Yeah, I agree. Like, what we got there? How many? There's been what 4 Boba Fett slaves want? No, 5, including the UCS set. That is ridiculous compared to the 1 Jango Fett slave one, and we actually see like Jango Fett slave one in an actual like action sequence.
Yeah. Boba Fett Slave 1 is only because Boba Fett was so popular.
Yep. Oh yeah, and the tiny one from... I don't consider that a set. That was just an addition to it. I'd say Vulture droids we've also gotten, like, an excessive amount of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because there was the original one that was just a set. There was episode 3 one.
You need a bad guy in droids. Like Starkiller.
Right, but we've gotten so many of them. There's been like... There's been at least like 7 Vulture droids, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because we got the original brown one. We got the episode 3, the first episode 3 one. We got the second brown one, which was in the Naboo Starfighter. We got a blue one that was in like a Clone Wars set. We got the hyena, which was its own thing. We got another one, the like 2014 or 2013 or 2014 one. That's 6. I feel like there was one more. Did they release another brown one at some point, or it was only 2 brown ones?
I think only 2.
Yeah, I want to say only 2.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's still 6 Vulture droids? Like, jeez.
And I also
Oh, Woodman says Vulture droids were in 6 sets, 7 if I count Hyena. So what was the 7th one that I missed?
Probably one of those like combo packs or something.
Yeah.
Like
With
technically not a set.
Starfighter, right?
That was I said one was in like a Clone Wars set. Hold on, let's see. Let's maybe.
I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
It will load.
I also feel like.
Oh, Ultimate Space Battle. That's it. Okay, I got you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also feel like even each time they made the Vulture droid, they never really quite got it right.
Yeah.
Like, they've done okay, but it's not what I would want to buy.
Even the most recent one, I'd say, is not great because they put like a droid cockpit in it.
Yeah, that's not.
Well,
That's
I
not
mean,
how
I think the most recent one is really good. Because I think it's good. I don't like the cockpit either because it's non-canonical. But I mean, it's not that big a deal. Like,
It's not a huge deal, but it's weird that like that new of us they got that wrong on such a new set. Like they had never done it before, and then like the newest version.
They probably just put it in there for kids to play with it because they like putting people in vehicles, even though like they don't know that the ship itself is actually like.
Ken Gold says there's been a lot of snow speeders, and I agree, but I feel like snow speeders are like deserving of the amount we've gotten because that's a pretty iconic Star Wars vehicle.
Yeah.
The Vulture droid is not on the same level as this snow speeder.
No.
Well, there was another one someone mentioned. Darth Stormtrooper says, "Would I want to remake up the Fleet Trooper Battle Pack?" Absolutely. Actually, I love the Rebel Fleet Troopers.
Rebel Trooper battle packs have been undermade, really.
Oh, dude, that Rogue One Rebel Battle Pack. Oh my god, I love that thing.
Yeah, the 08 Rebel Battle Pack is amazing.
I said Rogue One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like Fleet Troopers more.
Fleet Troopers are cool. I like them.
Says snow speeders, Falcons, X-wings.
Yeah, tank droids. That's what I was gonna say. Tank droids have gotten like what, at least 3 versions.
Yes.
Yeah. No, wait.
We've gotten 3.
Yeah, it was the original, the Clone Wars, and
05, 2009, 2013.
What's the 4th one?
No, it's been 3.
Oh wait, yeah, never mind. There is 3. I just mixed a couple up. So yeah, 3 of those.
Yeah, no, those do not deserve that many.
Yeah.
What other ship has gotten too many iterations? Undeservingly, I might add.
Not many I can think of. I think
There's
it's
probably gun.
It's surprising how many AATs we've gotten. Honestly. AATs and MTTs, honestly.
Well, we've only gotten like 3 MTTs.
That's a lot for a big ship. Like we've gotten 3 gunships. Like think about the importance there.
Yes.
We've at least gotten.
We need more gunships.
We do need more gunships.
When is the next one coming out? The UCS one. That's crazy.
Sometime next
might-
year.
Might come out next year, hopefully.
Squidman also makes a point. We got 3 of those Episode 1 droid carriers, the platoon attack crafts from the Battle of Naboo.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting, yeah. Those are good sets.
Those are good sets.
Okay, so I don't have a problem with those ones because it's basically just like a big pack of droids with
I
a
agree.
vehicle that actually appears. So I don't think that one's justified. Like the ship itself, yeah, we like see it a little bit on the episode, but it's just a weird droid, so.
Yeah. Well, we have only seen 2 or 3 MTTs, right?
3.
Or have we seen more of those?
You mean on screen or like as a set?
Yeah, well, those we have seen a lot less of, and they're kind of in the same families, like an AAT or a Vulture droid or tank droid or some of the other made too many sets sort of thing. But I think they haven't made it as much because it's bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, because we got 2000, 2007, 2014.
Yeah.
2014
Hey, that's
a set?
Yeah, the MT2 is 2014.
Dang.
Hey, we're on track every 7 years to get one in 2021.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
UCS MTT next year. Let's
We're gonna
do
sacrifice some Mega Construct sets for the Denmark gods.
it. UCS Rich Boy J would be really cool. I don't know if y'all are ready for a UCS Rich Boy J.
Would it be like Jay? You know that like 2 years ago, the employee gift where you get that big brick built Santa. Like it should be you.
You
like,
mean the you mean the Nutcracker?
Yeah, I'm talking about the employee gift where you got the sleigh with that giant
Santa
minifigure Santa. Do you not know about that set? This was like 2 years ago. It was like the employee gift. Like look it up.
I know what Phil's talking
As a sleigh, and it comes with some
I totally forgot. Oh, okay. Oh, I mean that's not that big. I thought you meant like a huge like the Nutcracker was like over a foot tall, I think.
10 gold.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Tantive 4s we have gotten over the years have been a bit much. I don't agree with that.
I disagree. The Tantive 4 is the first Star Wars vehicle we see on screen.
Most big things we got in at least 3 times.
3 is the magic number.
I don't think 3 is too much for 20 years when it is, like Jay said, the first ship we ever see in Star Wars.
It's also in Star Wars Episode 7, guys. It's also, well, I mean, the Tantive 3 is in Episode 3.
It's in Rogue One.
Oh yeah, it is in Rogue One.
Is the Tantive 3 bigger than the Tantive 4? Because the Tantive 3 can fit like a starfighter. It's got like a docking bay.
I don't think it's any bigger.
I would assume they're the same size.
3.
I'm pretty sure they're the exact same design of vehicles.
Well, I mean, they're literally both the blockade runner.
Yeah.
Brilliant ship. So I don't think there's like a bigger variant. I just think that we didn't see the docking bay in Episode 4 because it wasn't.
I think he's just saying like proportion wise, like could you imagine, a starfighter docking in the Episode 4 one? But I mean, it could be. I mean, scales change in Star Wars. I don't think that's a mystery. Like they could have just made it big enough to fit a dock to dock a starfighter if they needed to do that. It's also just a big ship in general, so.
It's a big ship, and Grievous's starfighter is one of the smaller starfighters.
Oh, that's one we've definitely gotten too many versions of. Why are there 3 Grievous starfighters?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
We have 3 homing spider droid sets.
Spider droids, I can understand a spider droid more than the Grievous starfighter, because the spider droids are like just I mean, we see them enough in the Battle of Geonosis to where I'm like, okay, like that's fine. But
Yeah.
the Grievous starfighter, 3 of them is insane to me.
It's just an easy way to get Reefs again on the market.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, but I don't know. I feel like that Grievous figure is just so like the market's. I don't know. It might not be a cheap minifigure now, but I feel like I have so many of those now because it came in that cheap $30 set recently, and of course it came in the most recent wheel bike set. So
Well, the wheel bike was 2014. Speeder $30 set was 20, I think.
yeah.
And then obviously the Grievous starfighter. Like that.
And you'll notice with all these produced sets, they all only have, not all of them, but most of them only have a little, tiny little scene in Star Wars.
Yep.
So it's just this little ship that goes by across the screen, and Lego's like, that's a great one to make a set of.
Let's do it, guys.
Yeah.
And then there's like important ships like the Naboo Royal Starship that we've not seen a single version of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, which one? The one she used the Queen or the one she used the Senate?
I mean, we haven't gotten either.
I mean, I think that the episode 1 version, I'd say, is probably the most iconic. Because that's
Sandy Boy makes a good point. We've gotten too many headless First Order ATSTs.
that is so true. That is so true.
Well, you cut off. Why did you say we got too many of?
So many.
Loyalist First Order ATSD.
Yeah.
Never has a truer statement been uttered.
And Lego's set choices is so fascinating.
Yeah. By the way, Jay, I really enjoyed your video of the website that you found of the old Lego guys.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that was a super fun video to do, and just a super cool experience looking through those pictures. Like, oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. What a cool idea.
Fear says maybe because the Naboo one is chrome, but it would be a nice set. Honestly, like, I would accept them just making it gray. Like,
Yeah.
I don't...
Or that, like, flat silver
But imagine
that
how
they started
quickly
making
you
around.
could use the S1.
Flat silver would be difficult just because you need to basically make a lot of new pieces in that color. I would totally accept that set if it was just gray. Like, I would not complain about that whatsoever.
Yeah, just make it.
Like, if the Razor Crest can just be a gray set, then I think that set can just be a gray set as well.
Jay, you know what we need more of? We need more pod racers.
Yes,
Like,
I
pod
agree.
racers we haven't seen.
So that's the conundrum, because back in the day, you know, we got the $100 set with 3, and then 2 more in Watto's Junkyard. Honestly, I do not see them doing a Watto's Junkyard ever again. Like, that to me seems like a very, like, one-time type of set. Like, if they ever did do it again, I think they would just do his little shop, but I don't think they would add, like, extra, like pod racers to it.
Or a few years down the line, they could make a UCS or MBS Most Espa and include that in that set.
So here's the thing: if they did like another big pod race set, it would have to have Anakin and it would have to have Sebulba.
Yeah.
So how many more pod races do you think they do? Like maybe 2
Big
more?
Narrow.
Yeah, I was about to say, because he seems to be one of the ones that most people know of.
They would not do Ben Quad. He doesn't even race.
Well, it'd still be cool. Okay, what about the guy who was like, ah?
That's Rats Tyrell.
Okay, do that one.
Yeah.
Oh, also do the one. Oh, do the guy who has like a bandana over his eyes or something.
A bandana
Oh, yeah.
over his eyes.
Yeah, he goes like, roar, and then like he's the guy. Like that's the pod racer where like Sebulba chucks a wrench into one of his engines and blows.
Oh,
up.
that's is that Deadbolt? I think it's Deadbolt.
I don't know. I don't know the pod racer names.
Oh no, Deadbolt does not have a bandana. Deadbolt has like an alligator mouth.
Oh.
Who has a bandana?
I thought it was like over his eyes for some reason.
Like Zorro?
Like he has like something over covering his eyes for some reason.
Oh, you talking about Gizgano?
I think so.
He has 4 arms and he has like goggles.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Hey, shout out to Gaston Benzaquin for the 99-cent dono. Appreciate that. I think Mahan. I mean, they've done Mahonic. He was in Watto's Junkyard, and Aldar Bito was also in Watto's Junkyard. I think those two would both get decent updates since they've done them before.
Yeah.
Who the heck
we
is
might
Colt
also
talking
get
about?
the one where the pit droids, the ones that the pit droids help out on, because that one had a bit of an extended scene in the movie.
Oh, the one the pit droids get sucked through the engine.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
no, isn't that? No, that's not called it. I'm sure who does that happen to? I don't have to pull up the pod race now.
I don't know. Let's see.
Pit droids engine. Oh, that's I think that's Odie Mandrell.
Yeah, that probably sounds right. I don't know where I heard that. Unless it was said in the movie, but
That they say it in the movie. I think he's part of the intros, like the short intros.
Oh yeah. But they might make that one because they probably want to add pit droids.
Oh yeah, I mean considering the fact that we got a pit droid in this year's advent calendar, guys, I think that's a hint for the upcoming Master Builder Series Pod Racer set. I would if they did like a Pod Racer set with like 7 or 8 pods, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Honestly, I would maybe even sacrifice like that many pods for decent scenery. Like I don't. But how would they? It's so big. Like, how do you even try to make a set like? You pretty much just can't do the grandstands because they're huge.
You
Like,
pull waffles and make it micro scale.
oh my god.
Yeah, they would pull like that Lego football stand thing.
So I'm pretty against them doing like a trophy fig scale Star Wars set. I would be very annoyed by that. But the pod race might actually make a nice looking micro, like a Hogwarts style pod race, where it's like a few base plates of like the pod race and like miniatures of each of the pod racers. That might not suck. I might actually be okay with that.
Yeah. I wonder what Lego would do if they did a UCS Geonosis Arena.
That's another one where the scenery would be like huge, right? Like that would have to be such an expensive set.
Yeah. I kind of want to know what Lego would do to build the three creatures for that.
Oh
I'd be
yeah.
interested.
I think
they would probably make them brick built though today.
I think the Nexu it would probably just be a mold. I think the no. Is it hold on. So I think the Accolade would absolutely be brick built. Yeah. I don't think there's any way you can get away with doing no. So I think the Reek would be a mold because that's kind of like the most basic shape. The Nexu could kind of go either way.
Yeah, well they could when they made the Lego Clone Wars game they had a little bit of that in there. But they mixed in Lego parts with like real graphics.
Ah,
so it didn't
I
really
see.
look like it. So I was kind of interested to know what they would kind of do.
All this talk about these things that Lego hasn't made makes me want to build more. I want to finish my Pod Racer collection. Whenever I first built, I think I built maybe 10 of the 18. I think whenever I do my Pod Race mock again, I'll probably just build all of them because why build a large scale Pod Race mock without building all of them?
Exactly.
That would be huge.
Oh yeah, it'd be bigger than Starkiller. Like, just trying to have a decent looking like race course circuit would take up so much space.
Well, yeah, because it moves so fast to cover so much ground. Like that would be a massive mod.
It'd be fun. That's the one I would really want to do the train tracks and put the pods on the tracks.
Yeah.
Like at that point, just rent out like a whole corner of Virginia and get like 5 lugs to work on different parts.
Yeah. That actually would be a fun collab, especially the honestly the thing I'm most concerned about for that mock is the minifigures, because filling up the stands with like enough spectators would be just insane. Because you want to have a good mix of aliens in there, and Star Wars aliens aren't super common.
Yeah. That would be the ultimate place to put donator signatures.
Oh yeah, no. Whenever I do it,
like
that is.
Certain stands.
Yeah, no, it'll be instead of the VIP section, it'll be the VIB section, very important boyo section, and it would just be like a roped off area with all the donors.
Yeah.
Squidman says, "How would you make the Pod Racer aliens?" So when a lot of the ones I did were I just brick built them. It didn't look great, but that was pretty. Or I tried to make a purist version of it. There's ways around it. They didn't look horrible, but they didn't look great.
Yeah. Because always those Legoland things at the mini place, those figures, the big brick built ones. Yeah, those ones always made me mad. They don't look right. There's something wrong.
I think there's definitely a skill to it. Like.
Well, yeah.
I mean, obviously they don't look as nice as minifigs, but I get why they do that.
Yeah, there's a level of skill put into it, but they just don't look right to me. It's
Right.
Like,
Yeah, Reese would be perfect for Mahonic. The only thing about Reese is he's tan and Mahonic is more orange. But when I did mine, I used Reese's head as for Mahonic.
Hey, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
All right, take care, man. Thanks for coming through.
See you later.
Yeah.
I'm good, Corey. How are you doing, man? So, Colt, you're gonna help me out with my pod racer mock.
Sure, yeah. We can work on it when I come over sometime.
There we go. No, that mock is just gonna be insane. That would have to be one. I would need to do like a small mock before it, just to like not go back to back with huge mocks. That's a mock I could absolutely see taking like 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's too big.
Yeah, like building that big of a desert, that many pod racers, the grandstands. There's so much I'd need to incorporate into it.
Well, and it'd be incredibly expensive too, just because it's so big.
So fortunately, I mean, I've obviously amassed a pretty decent collection of filler brick. So I might just be okay on the filler brick. I think that might not be an issue. All the tan tiles and plates I would definitely need more. Like, I have a decent amount of tan stuff just because I always try to get tan stuff because I know I'm going to do that mock at some point. But I would just need so much. I would need so much more. So many tan slopes for the mountains. Tiles for the ground. It would be intense, but I would actually really enjoy finally finishing the pod race mock. That's like the one mock that I started but never finished.
Yeah. As soon as I got into mocks, there were so many things that I just talked about that I was like, wow, I can make this now. I don't have to worry about Lego making it. But whenever you talk about them, like, it's so many different ideas.
Oh, yeah.
You get overwhelmed.
Jamie Glover asked an interesting question. He says, would you use non-Star Wars aliens in your pod racer mock? I'm assuming he's talking about like aliens
Like
from
Galaxy
aliens,
Squad.
Alien Conquest and stuff like that.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. As long as they look... I mean, some of the Lego aliens are, like, kind of over the top. But I think there's definitely some Lego aliens you could use in Star Wars builds.
Yeah, that would have fit.
I would totally do that. Squidman says, what about Padme's apartment? So I finished Padme's apartment. But whenever I first started wanting to build mocks, my mock schedule was always going to be, I was going to do the pod race, and then I was going to do Mustafar, and I was going to do Geonosis. Which is funny, because I've not finished any of those. But I did at least start the pod race at one point.
Yeah.
What's up, Brick Flyer Smoothly? How you doing, man? One day, guys. One day. One day I'll build my pod racer mod, and I'll be the most powerful Lego YouTuber that has ever lived. I'll even learn how to stop people from dying.
Make Solid Brick Studios happy with your prequel box.
Yes. I wonder how people would take that. Like obviously, if I say I'm doing a prequel mod, people think, oh, you got to do one of the battles. But it's like, nah, I'm going to do a pod race, bro. Like, oh. Oh, okay. Well, cool.
The pod race is honestly my favorite action scene in all the prequels.
I agree. Like, by far.
Yeah, probably.
HoloNet says, Jay, what is the most offensive special edition change to the story of Star Wars? To the story. So it's not just something cosmetic, but actually that changes the story.
Vader saying no twice at the end of Return of the Jedi. That's absolutely it for me.
I mean, I'd say probably Greedo shooting first. I mean, yeah. I'd say Greedo shooting first. Like, the Vader saying no is stupid, but it at least is kind of consistent with his motivation, you know? Like, it doesn't really change anything about, like, what he's going through in that moment. It's just very cliche and silly. Like, Greedo's...
It takes away, like, what is he gonna do? Like when he grabs the Emperor, it's, like, so sudden, and when he says no twice, he gives it away. And it's super cheesy. Like you can see through his body language that he's going through like some kind of struggle about like what he should do. Should he save his son, like the only person in the galaxy that cares about him, or should he like let his master, kill him? So
Right.
I don't know. I hate that. That's my least favorite change out of all the special editions. Like if I could remove one special edition change, that would be that one.
Yeah.
I can see what you mean. I still feel like because you can see the conflict in his body language, him saying no doesn't necessarily change what's happening. Like I feel like it makes the story worse. Like it makes the portrayal of the story worse, but I don't think it necessarily changes the story. Whereas Greedo shooting first changes the story. Like that changes the dynamic of what happens there, because obviously, like Han was just defending himself, and the Greedo thing, it looks horrible. Like ugh.
Yeah, it does. This one isn't mine, but one that I know bothers a lot of people is the Hayden Christensen being Anakin's.
Yeah. That actually does change. I would say that actually does change the story. Because why does he get to be a young ghost?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yoda and Obi-Wan be like, what the heck? That's not fair.
I don't even mind that one so much, because I just don't agree with Anakin being a ghost at all. So, like, the worst part of that for me is just that Anakin's a ghost in general.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. The only argument I've heard about it was that was the last time he was, quote, good. But I disagree with that, too, because he did, I guess, become good in the end.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Back to Anakin.
Yeah, so he should have been old. I don't get it. What the heck, George Lucas?
Bro, don't question George Lucas. He is a Star Wars god. George Lucas knows everything.
Don't insult Star Wars. He's
gonna bop you on the head.
I've watched some of the movies that he was inspired from, like The Hidden Fortress, if you've heard of that.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting, some of the little details he caught on to make
Oh, yeah.
A New Hope or whatever.
HoloNet says mine is Jabba in the spaceport. I agree. That one's pretty terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna head up.
Alright, see you, Simeon.
Alright, see you, Simeon.
See you guys.
I'm doing good. Isaac, how you doing, man? And thank you, Brick Flyer Smoothly. You said, dude, all those Starkiller builds in the background look so amazing, Jay, as well as the current build. I would love... I actually will do this at some point, because I just need to do it. To basically, like, run the power for the lights, like, off of a wall outlet. So I can just have them on, so you could actually, like, see them illuminated while they're in the background. Like, if I turn them on, like, the batteries would die pretty much, probably by the end of the stream, if I left it on too long. So I like to have them running from a wall outlet instead. Cole, what would be your dream Lego Star Wars mock to either make or see made? Like, to see the best possible version of something from Star Wars.
Oh, the best possible version. Oh, man.
While you think about that, real quick, shout out to Bricks Films for the $3.99 dono. Thank you so much, man. He says, "What's up, Jay? Nothing much, dude. Just working on Starkiller. You know, doing what I do."
I mean, I have a few. I would love to see a minifigure scale, like full on minifigure scale capital ship, any capital ship.
Okay.
Like a Star Destroyer, Venator, anything. I would love to see a really good Jedi Temple mock, but someone stop making theirs.
Oof.
Fish Productions.
Oof.
And I would like to see some of the OG Battlefront 2 maps completely recreated in Lego. Probably either like the Mustafar one or the Kashyyyk one. So yeah, those are my choices.
That's what's up.
Those are pretty good choices.
Michael Loves Legos says, "I'm imagining Starkiller base when it's fully armed and operational." That'll be my next step. All right, guys, I built all this stuff now to make it all round somehow.
Now to arm it.
That would be so massive if you just made a circle around it.
Builds a cannon.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Rich Boy J here, back with another mock update, and today we're going to fire at the
At the Hosnian system.
we're gonna test this bad boy out.
Wow.
Blows up neighbor's driveway.
It'd be worth it.
Do you hate your neighbors?
No, but I value. I love my fans enough that I'd be willing to take that risk.
Disintegrate somebody.
Yes.
Dude, can you imagine like the people who have to like clean the Starkiller hole, like that where the laser comes out, and like they have one of the workers has like headphones on. He's just like rocking out to some like
Janitor Jar Jar.
yeah, Katy Perry or something, and they're like Jet, the Starkiller, the laser's about to turn on, and he's just doing
like,
this thing,
what?
and he just gets eviscerated.
Qui-Gon, I'm tired. Anakin, duck. Now imagine how many like dead birds are in that laser thing, like that were like, flying above the cannon as it fired.
The real
Do you
reason.
think they only fire when flocks of birds fly by?
Yeah.
Do you think that the two guys in A New Hope that have to cover their ears when it shoots, do you think they have like flashbacks when they retire?
Their eardrums are just all destroyed.
Yeah.
Axidroid says, "Will I ever make an LED light tutorial?" Yes, I will. Someday. Someday. It's literally not difficult at all. I need to just do it.
It would be so cool to do for a Mustafar to have it like underneath the lava. And have a light system under there.
Oh yeah, that would my dream Mustafar would have like not only lights underneath it, but also like lava that's flowing through the mock like on a conveyor belt. I always imagine you could maybe use a bunch of like trans orange cheese slopes and just a bunch of like pieces like that. And if you could put those on some sort of conveyor belt and have the lava actually flowing through the build, I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Especially for like the waterfall, the lava fall would be awesome.
Oh yeah, that'd be loud, but that'd be cool. Just continuously have Lego pieces falling off of like a cliff in your mock.
Yeah.
Rich Boy J, what's your favorite song? That's a good question. I don't know. I have to think about that. My favorite song is Anything by Rich Boy J. Squidman says Mustafar mock with real lava. Oh my god. If I ever built a Mustafar mock, my last video on it, I would pour actual lava on it for you guys.
Destroy all those bricks.
It will be worth it for the clout.
And then your next series will be restarting my Lego collection.
Yeah.
People will say it has to be completely Lego, so in that case, you would just melt down some bricks.
It's all good, man. I would do it.
Strap on those safety goggles too.
Do any of you guys actually like do the advent calendars, the Star Wars ones, like day by day?
I try to, but I can't. I get too excited. Like, okay, let me just open this up.
It's just one more.
Yeah, I can't.
Like, I think I'm getting the Star Wars one for my birthday because my mom asked me about it. Like, hey, you want this? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, when's your birthday?
She's like, okay. I'm not saying.
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's
be
fine.
completely honest, I've never bought one.
Wow.
This year's advent calendar is actually really good. Like, it's probably one of the best, if not the best.
I'll be right back. I need to let my brother in the house.
Yeah, my first one was last year, and I did.
Alright, guys, let's ruin Rich Boy J's reputation by saying some awful stuff on the call. The prequels
episode 9.
Sure.
Episode 9 is the best story.
Yeah.
Episode 9,
Dude, the best Star Wars thing ever made was the 1985 Ewoks Adventures animated show.
No.
The original trilogy is just terrible.
Wait, Paul, are you talking about the 2 movies that were made?
No, that was a TV show, dude. It was the Ewoks animated show, yeah. It was in like the same vein as Care Bears. Very 80s. Very 80s.
Okay, I am so happy right now.
yeah.
So I just got this package in, and this is a very important package to me. Can you guys guess?
I got what I sent you.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait,
Can you guys guess
Bring
what's
out
in
what
this
you
packet? It didn't
You
send me
got those
anything.
Lego shoes.
I'm kidding.
All right, guys, guess what's in this package?
it's the Lego Adidas.
Lego what?
Lego Adidas.
Oh, I think said Lego Ideas. I'm like, Lego Ideas what? You really? Hold on. You think my shoes could fit in this package?
Yes.
You think really?
No.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Hold on.
It's a pretty big box.
This is my shoe. This.
Oh. Well, okay.
Well, it could be squished in there. The shoes could have been folded.
No, I did not buy folded up shoes.
To save on shipping.
All right, guys.
Hey, what's up with the orange and black color scheme today?
I don't know. But so Rebel Pilot is actually the closest person. It is a Black Series figure. It is the Black Series Darth Nihilus. I am
nice.
so happy right now. Oh my god.
Cool.
Oh my
That guy's got
god.
a great character design.
Dude, he's my favorite, like, Sith Lord character design for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I really wish Lego would make Nihilus.
You're going to keep them in books, alright.
Oh god, no. Oh my god, this is amazing. Ah, yes. And Isaac Mori, I wear a size 13 in shoes.
Dang.
Wow. Oh, this is amazing. Darth Nihilus, guys. Oh my god. I am so happy right now. You have no idea. I pre-ordered this like over a month ago.
Oh, man.
If you guys have not played Knights of the Old Republic 2 or 1, go play both of them.
I'd love to play them.
Axidroid says check the backpack. He unfortunately does not have a backpack with a second face in it. Man, this is amazing. Oh my god. His legs like barely close in though. He has a very wide boy stance. GK Brick says, Jay, have the little fake Terrio from Popeyes in the cafeteria. That actually would be hilarious. I don't know if many people would get that reference though.
That's funny.
Just have him standing like have a guy pointing a phone at him, and then like just a kid standing there looking awkwardly.
But have both the people be in First Order Stormtrooper outfits, but have like the fake Terrio be in mid legs or short legs.
Oh my god. Man, I wish Lego would make a Nihilus.
Well, they made a Revan, so there's hope.
Bro, that was, what, 7 years ago now? 6 years ago
Yeah.
now? I've given up hope that we'll get any more Knights of the Old Republic stuff, unfortunately. And see you, Jonathan Clues.
With all the new like hood pieces with like Lego Ninjago, I kind of want to see them redo Revan as well. Like,
Yeah.
I think they can do a better job with the head mold.
Man, this thing is amazing. Oh. literally the coolest character design ever. The only character design that's better than Darth Nihilus is Baby Yoda. Wow.
When I first saw Baby Yoda, it was weird because I didn't have Disney Plus, so I didn't know what it was. But there was a picture, and I thought it looked really strange until I finally got to know it more and finally saw the Mandalorian. Because, like, at first sight, you know Yoda, and it looks just that little bit different.
Right, yeah. It looks like some weird Photoshop of Yoda.
Yeah, and that's what I thought it was, and I was like, oh, wait, no, actually, this is great.
Wow. I love it. I love this so much. He, like, can barely stand, though. His legs are so weak. Maybe I can put him in a different position. Let her go, Anakin. Let her go. Whatever. Alright, so Darth Nihilus is finally here, guys. I can finally sleep. This has been such a great year for toys. We got the 501st Battle Pack and the Black Series, Darth Nihilus.
Did that figure come out this year?
Yeah, it literally just, like I said, I pre-ordered it a few weeks ago, so it, like, just came out, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like how they're doing, like, Black Series of figures that came out in a lot of the older Star Wars video games.
Yeah.
So, like, they did a Force Unleashed Stormtrooper Commander.
Yep.
And they're doing this from KOTOR 2. That's awesome. So,
Yep.
yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Lego, take notes.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Brick City Whips? He says Darth Nihilus can absorb planets with the Force, but he cannot stand. Darth Nihilus giveth and he taketh. Jay, are you putting the Sky Battle and Starkiller base? Absolutely. Yeah, that's why, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a custom T-70 X-Wing over there, waiting.
Whose design is that?
It's Enthert's.
Oh, of course.
I built it a while back. Jay, are you more a fan of KOTOR 1 or 2? Definitely KOTOR 1. I love KOTOR 2, but I don't think it was nearly as good as KOTOR 1. I think KOTOR 2 tried to be a little bit too abstract with its concepts. KOTOR 1 had a much more coherent story. Both great games, though. Both worth playing. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed both. And yes, Isaac Morey, I did see that Alex Smith returned for Washington. That's actually incredible. That injury that happened to him happened during a Texans game.
Yeah, I can't believe he actually returned. Like,
that's crazy.
That was insane. His legs snapped in half.
Yeah.
On live televisions. Good for him.
No, I remember watching that game. It was because it was playing the Texans. I think J.J. Watt sacked him, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, no. Oh, I'm sorry, Isaac Mowry. There we go. What do I think about the Lakers championship, bro? Shout out to LeBron, the GOAT. I'm happy in my lifetime I got to see such an incredible athlete win 4 NBA championships.
Yeah.
So I'm glad the Texans finally won a game. That was the highlight of my weekend.
Oh wow, they beat the Jaguars. What an incredible feat.
I know, right? Hey, bro, baby steps, all right? Baby steps.
Yeah, they got rid of Bill O'Brien. So.
Yeah, that was. It's just so depressing that DeAndre Hopkins had to get let go before that happened. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Watch, bro. We're about to go 12-4. Just watch.
Yeah.
12 straight, bro. It's happening.
Yo, freaking Dak got injured.
Oh, dude, that was rough. That was rough. Like,
yeah.
I hate the Cowboys more than anyone, but you never want to see that happen. Like,
Yeah,
so.
and now Andy Dalton is the starter for the Cowboys now.
Isn't life weird?
This season is so weird.
Yeah.
This season's so weird. That was just like the COVID and all these like pretty like famous players getting shifted, mainly quarterbacks getting shifted around the different teams.
Yeah.
It's like
The fact that I'm in my lifetime witnessing Tom Brady playing for a not Patriots team is just weird.
yeah.
Like I'm still not used to that.
And you're like Cam Newton's like playing for the Patriots now.
Yeah.
And, like Joe Flacco. What team's Joe Flacco on now?
Is he on like not the Jet? He's on.
I think he's on the Jets.
Is he on the Jets?
Oh, that's sad.
Ugh. Bro, Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
But no, shout out to Russell Wilson though, bro.
Russell Wilson is the goat.
He's probably my favorite NFL player, and I'm happy to see that he's doing so well.
I like Frank Gore. He always managed to stick around. Like he's been in the NFL for a long time. He used to be a 49er, but now he's on.
But Frank Gore has been on so many teams.
Yeah, he's been around. But he's cool.
Isaac Maury says Super Bowl Green Bay Packers versus absolutely not.
That's not gonna happen.
Steelers are not getting past the Chiefs. I think the Super Bowl will actually be the Packers versus Chiefs. That's my prediction.
Hey, the Raiders beat the Chiefs yesterday. So.
I know, right? I was very happy to see that. Someone needs to bring the Chiefs back down to earth.
For some reason, I've always liked the Raiders more than San Francisco, even though every season has been almost every season has been a horrific disappointment.
Yeah, the Raiders have been pretty terrible for a long time.
Yeah,
but
and like the one year they're finally gonna make it to the playoffs, and
Derek Carr got injured. Bro, I was so happy that happened.
What?
So we played the Raiders earlier that season in Mexico, and that was like one of the sketchiest football games I've ever seen in my life. Someone literally like brought like the Raiders like a super huge team in Mexico. It was basically a home game for them, but like the Mexico crowd was so sketchy, bro. Like someone brought like a laser pointer and was pointing it at our quarterback's eyes during the whole game.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. And during that game, like the refs screwed us over. So in the playoffs we played the Raiders and we beat them. So I was like, that's what y'all get for that ridiculous game in Mexico. Yeah, Atlanta's. The Cowboys should be like 1-4 right now, but they played Atlanta, and Atlanta just does not like to win football games.
Yeah, Atlanta just I don't know what's up with Atlanta. They just suck right now. Like they've been just really bad ever since that Super Bowl. It's just been they've never recovered.
It depresses me so much that had to happen here in Houston. Isaac Maury says Cowboys will end the season 7-8-1. Who are you thinking they'll tie? I always find it interesting when people like factor ties into their predictions. The only reason I appreciate the Atlanta Falcons blowing a 28-3 lead in the third quarter is that it makes the Texans look less bad for blowing a 24-0 lead against the Chiefs in the playoffs last year. Like, if Atlanta had... Like, we would be Atlanta right now if Atlanta hadn't already done worse than us. So, that's the only reason I appreciate them. Land Bergmeyer says, what mock for an episode 9 should I build? You should build...
None.
I think a cool mock is the Rebels landing on the surface of the Star Destroyer and fighting Sith Troopers on the surface of the Star Destroyer. I think that's a cool mock. Colt is not amused. Isaac Maury says they will tie the Bengals, which is like tying the Bengals. Dude, the Bengals are so terrible. Oh my god. Francis says, I think a good mock is the end credits. My favorite part of the film. Oof. You hate to see it. It is weird that I basically went through this entire summer. I mean, all of us did, for the most part. Went through this entire summer having not seen a single, like, movie in a theater.
Yeah.
Like, that was such a big part of my summers. I felt like those summer blockbusters, like, you know, a summer night going and watching a film.
And then they're all just got delayed.
Yep.
Till next year. And then they'll get delayed to 2022. Because the world sucks. That's why.
Hey, at least we get Mandalorian Season 2, guys. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Oh my god, I can't wait till Ahsoka shows up with...
Oh my god. Mandalorian's gonna, like, kill a bunch of people. It'll be so awesome.
Did you hear on Reddit that Boba Fett's gonna be a wall man? Oh my
It's
god.
all Kathleen Kennedy's fault.
Source from Star Wars Hater 6969. Totally legit. Guys, I got inside into Lucasfilm. I know what's gonna happen.
Guys, if the Mandalorian sucks, it's Kathleen Kennedy's fault. If it's good, it's Dave Filoni's fault.
Even though Dave wrote most episodes this season.
Honestly, the more and more they brought up, like, oh, Captain Rex will be in it, Boba Fett, Ahsoka, I was just getting more and more disappointed. Like, The Mandalorian was its own thing. Leave it alone.
The Mandalorian and Friends. That'll be the new title. What wacky adventure is he gonna go on this week? Who's he gonna meet this week, guys? I can't wait to see CT 473929472933947392049372 in The Mandalorian.
Is the Mandalorian gonna have a catchphrase?
He already does. This is the way.
Yeah.
I'll bring you in hot or I'll bring you in cold.
Yeah, no, it's I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. That's his phrase.
That's his catchphrase, guys. My catchphrase is a wop bop a loo bop a wop bam boom. That's my catchphrase.
Yeah, sure.
I have spoken. There's a lot of catchphrases in that show. I just realized. I have spoken. I feel like Mando quotes are becoming the new prequel memes. If I see another person type "This is the way," I swear. This is the way.
I love the Kylo Ren more meme. That one's fun.
More! Because that was actually funny.
Yeah, that one was great.
Do you think you got him?
Windu needs to come back. Oh, no. I'm sorry, I can't talk about Mace Windu, otherwise I'll
Oh,
get
yeah. I wanna kick you off the
David
screen.
Hall's channel.
I think it's too late for that.
Oh no. Bro, Mace Windu's so cool. Remember that time he...
Remember the time he fell down hundreds of stories on Coruscant?
Remember that time he murdered a guy in front of his child? I loved it.
Remember that time where the guy, the dude's kid that he murdered, he got arrested, and then Boba Fett was like, "You killed my dad." And he was like,
Who?
"Yeah."
And remember that time?
Take him away.
Remember that time when he was nice to someone? Oh, wait, never mind.
Oof. You hate to see it.
Yo, remember that episode where he's with Jar Jar, and then the Queen was about to tell Jar Jar some very important information, and then for some reason he wanted to sneak in to their chamber, even though
felt
they
left
could have
out.
been doing it at that time, and that would have been extremely awkward.
Bro, he felt
because
left out.
he did that, the Queen got captured, and
that was actually maybe the worst episode of the Clone Wars ever.
Which would have trusted Jar Jar.
Bro, Dave Filoni doesn't make bad episodes. What are you talking about? The Clone Wars is awesome. All of it. Every single second of the Clone Wars is the best thing I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes.
It's not even a concerned citizen.
Of course, my favorite character is the cop guy that investigates nothing.
Oh, is he the? Oh, what's his name?
Dan.
His name is Dan.
No,
Isn't that investigator voiced by Tom Kenny? Who's the voice of Spider?
Yeah, they're like. Ugh.
Devo, that's it. Devo. I was like, it's like Dan or Ito or something.
Hey, mixed
We got a crime scene here.
We got a crime scene. It reminds me of Clancy Wiggum from The Simpsons. Chief Wiggum. No.
I've seen that much Simpsons. So. If
Bro, you
Jenna
need to watch
Pop
The
were here,
Simpsons.
he'd be like, ha ha ha, that's funny, Jay. I get that.
Dogma 501st says every single episode, especially the Martez sister arc, that is absolute gold. Yes, guys. Dave Filoni is literally a god among men. Dave Filoni came up with "This is the way," and that is what I live my life by.
Wait, so Jay, you're completely done with the interior, or just for now?
The only other interior I have to build is gonna be the oscillator building. So.
Wait, what about like the cafeteria and lounge?
I already did that.
Already.
No, he didn't.
Bricko, you really just don't be paying
You're-
attention.
you're-
Oh
I
my
totally forgot
god.
about it. It was only like 2 weeks. You went through that thing fast.
Man, Bricko's not gonna get invited to Boyo Fiesta.
Bricko's just gonna be wandering outside
I'm
like.
sorry, I can't remember when every single week and segment of
Bro.
Starkiller occurred.
I bet if I ask you what year did Solid Brick Studio produce his third Clone Wars mock, you could tell me exactly when, where, and how it was made.
Like mock, or
See. Wow. All of my friends like David more than they like me. That's good to know. Is it because I'm not a huge Clone Wars fan, guys? Is that what it'll take? I'll be the
Bricko
biggest.
just wants a clout.
I'll become the biggest Clone Wars fan ever if you guys give me the respect you give David. I'll never say another bad word about Dave Filoni. HoloNet says, I wish we got more resistance sets. I know, right? Like, how did we not get the fireball? How did that not happen? Explain that to me.
Yeah, well.
That's the perfect thing that Lego would normally make.
Instead, we got 2 TIE fighters.
Yeah, nobody was asking for special effects, even though they're cool.
Did I make the mosaic behind me? So I built it, but I didn't design it. It was designed by Keydude. Insert channel name says, are we still asking Lego for a Chrome Phasma? I gave up on that. Chrome Phasma is not happening.
That's a bummer.
But hey guys, we get Luke with the blue milk mustache. That's what you wanted, right? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Bro, when I saw that minifigure, I was just blown away. I was like, wow, this is the peak.
This is the ideal male body, guys. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
And that special printing on his face was incredible.
What's up, Chris Rourke?
If that was something I wanted, I would have just used a marker.
Yeah. And we got 501st Luke Skywalker.
With a blue marker.
What's up, Blue Brick? Oh, I'm sorry. Blue Brick!
Well, I'm gonna have to go. My phone's probably gonna die.
Alright, so yeah, I'm almost done. I just need to stack a few more bricks, and then we'll head out. HoloNet says, I need Jarek Eager hairpiece. We barely get African-American hairstyle besides big afro and small afro. I agree. As someone with various hairstyles, I mean, they're doing better with it. Like, we got, whose hairpiece is it? It's in it was in the city, fairground set, the People Pack. There's, like, some decent, like, African-American hairstyles in it. But I agree. Like, we need more. Like, why are there no braids? Why are there no dreads?
We
Like,
definitely need more.
We need some cornrows action.
Yes.
Yep.
Francis says, "What's next? Luke with spice dust on his face, bro. Imagine Luke with like under his nose, just like a roll of spice. That'd actually be hilarious."
With the green milk contribute from his mouth.
That actually would have been a cool figure if they did like Last Jedi green milk Luke, and he'd be holding a bottle. Caleb says, "What part of Starkiller I'm working on?" I'm working on the outside right now, so I've been building up basically this literally right here in front of me. Brick Pigeon says, "Trace with some spice dust, LMAO." Oh wait, she dumped it into space. Bro, Trace said no to drugs. Y'all all need to be more like Trace. If someone offers you spice, you just need to dump it.
Yo, Jay. I, Jay. When are you gonna make, that the AT-AT mod, the plus size, AT-AT mod for the new AT-AT?
That's a great question. Not anytime soon.
Okay.
As much as
probably
I'd love
after
to.
Starkiller.
Yeah, I know. I really just want to get this mock done. I just want people to stop asking me when it'll be finished. Because the question is always not anytime soon. Hashtag nobody taking my ship. No way, girlfriend. Nope, ain't happening today. I dump my spice before I let y'all take my ship. Yeah. Tell him, girl. Tell him, Trace. Tell him, Trace. Ain't nobody gonna be taking my spice. Or my ship. Yeah, Blue Brick says it better than all of us. He says, Trace did what we were all too weak to do. Can someone clip a video of that? I'm an independent Trace, and I don't need no spice, but I do need my ship.
I just rewatched that arc and it's so much dumber than I thought.
Oh no. But what are you talking about? Dave Filoni would never do something dumb.
Well, like, actually, all jokes aside, it is incredibly just annoying.
Bro, she an independent woman, Brick Go. She don't need no spice, okay? You heard me? You heard me?
I thought the all jokes aside thing went through, but I guess not.
Bro, Trace did what we were all too weak to do.
Jay, why'd you use so many weird pieces on the guns?
I don't know, Bricko. I'm just a guy that's 25. Lego Star Wars is my life. I like Rian Johnson. I'm Rich Boy J.
Wait a second, did I build this whole thing upside down?
Can we see the Kylo and Han bridge scene? I haven't built that yet, but I will. And I'll be crying the entire time.
Jay, can you recreate,
Is that not an interior scene?
I told you that. You really don't be listening, Bricko. I literally
So
just.
that can be like the last thing you do then?
Yeah, I said
No,
it'll be one of the last things I do. I mentioned when you asked me if I was on the interior, I said I still have to do the oscillator building.
Be the last thing, but you're already doing that.
I mean, that building in itself is like on the other side of the MOC, so I'll be building outside for a while, and then I'll build that building, and that'll be the last building I build.
So the oscillator is... Are you doing half the oscillator, or are you doing like the full...
Oh, I'm doing half of it. Basically, it'll be a cutout so you can see into one side.
Okay, that's what I thought. You know, you should recreate that one SpongeBob episode, the snowball fight episode.
So someone mentioned that before. I'm thinking about it. When I did in my Hoth mock back in the day, I had Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry with their giant snow weapons, and I might actually still have those built. I don't know where they are, but I'm pretty sure I still have those somewhere. So I might include SpongeBob and Patrick. I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm dirty gamer. What's up, Trevor? How you doing, man? Did I make the part with the toes? What toes? What toes are in Star Wars Episode 7? Someone enlighten me.
Finn's? What?
Finn's toes? What? What Star Wars movie did you watch?
We see Finn's toes in Episode 8, not Episode 7.
Yeah.
I think you downloaded the wrong movie.
I'm a guy that's 26. I like to play with Lego bricks. I really like Star Wars. I'm Rich Boy J.
Bro, I remember I made a whole 1 through 9 in Matt's live stream chat that one time.
Hold on one sec. Shout out to Rebel Pilot. He says, thanks for streaming tonight, Jay. Today has honestly been one of the worst days of my life, and this has helped. I appreciate all you do in the community and the mocks you make. I'm happy to hear that this could somehow better your day. I'm sorry that today's been so rough for you, man.
Oh.
Trevor says, you see them when they steal the tie. You see his toes? I'm pretty sure he's wearing boots.
This is the most random request I've ever seen.
You don't remember that scene with Finn's toes, Colt?
I watched that.
I mean, I watched I guess you could call it a parody of that scene that involves toes.
Whoa. Colt. I bet you've gone too far in a few places, sir.
You should include Boyle claws in the mock, like have like his sleigh
coming down a Starkiller base chimney.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
Instead of like the reindeer could be like the people pulling your sleigh, you could have like Dave Filoni and Star Wars Theory like pulling the sleigh into the sky.
That would actually be hilarious. I was gonna say I could just do Corellian hounds, but that's even funnier. Hey, shout out! Oh no, I would use Vultexes. I have so many of from episode 8. The you know what a Vultex is? The crystal creatures.
Oh, the little great, yeah.
Man, y'all need to watch Star Wars more. But oh my god, shout out to Bricks Film for the $9.99 dono. He says, "What is your favorite ATST set?" Just wondering because I'm thinking about buying one. So I don't really love any of the ATST sets. I think the Rogue One is the best one they've made, but I would go with a mock. I have 2 over there. The one version has free instructions, one version has paid instructions, but both are worth building in my opinion.
But do they stand up?
Mine do. I had to modify the feet on them, but I mean, they've been standing over there like forever, so.
Okay.
The Last Jedi ATST.
We don't speak about that.
Last Jedi ATST.
I really, yeah, guys, Volt Texas, come on now.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Where is my bag of 1x4 dark bluish gray brick? I have so many bricks around me, it's getting out of hand, honestly.
Yo, Jay, you remember when you asked me what mock I would love to see, like, at any scale?
Yeah.
You remember from Clone Wars Volume 1, where, like, all the clones in Obi-Wan have, like, joust with spear bikes with the assassin droids and dirge?
Yes.
I just want make that scene. Just have, like 100 of each of them just duking it out.
That is so obscure, but that could be an interesting build.
That'd be cool.
Insert channel name says, Rich Boy J, I dare you to put Starkiller based on ideas. That'd actually be kind of a funny joke. I don't know, but would ideas ban me for, like, putting up a joke set?
Possibly.
That actually, like, if I could get 10,000 of my subscribers to go vote for my Starkiller base build, just to get recognition from LEGO, that actually would be, like, some amazing, like, promotion to do for your mock. Like, just, like, you know it's not gonna win, but, like, if you have a big enough fan base, just be like, hey, guys, like, go vote for
Jay,
Starkiller
I thought you
base.
couldn't submit anything because you work for LEGO.
I can't, but I'm just saying, just in general. It's not like you'd be putting anything else on it, so it wouldn't matter if you were banned. I don't know. I might have future plans, guys. Trevor says that's good. You're stocked up. You have a long way to go. Oh yeah, no, I have been waiting for. I've been planning for this moment for quite some time. Stockpiling bricks.
How big is the air battle going to be in the mock?
So that's a great question. I figure I'll have an X-wing. Do any TIE fighters actually fly through the trenches? Honestly, don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
So I have at least. I want to have at least like maybe pose X-wing in the trench with like another normal one behind him. So 2 X-wings in the trench. I think that'd be cool. And I want to have another area where there's just a TIE fighter chasing an X-wing. And I want to have like a TIE fighter basically exploding midair, like getting shot by an X-wing. So it'll be a pretty big part of the build. That actually kind of makes me sad because I think about how much space I'm gonna need to make that look good. It's all good though. It's worth it. It'll all be worth it in the end. I don't have a Lego video that's broken 1 million views, but I really do hope this one does that.
Some TIE fighters entered the trench.
Oh really? Okay. Then maybe I'll do like one TIE fighter chasing Poe and the other X-wing.
It's like halfway at the end, one follows him.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, that's right. Because they try to fly in behind him and they crash into the building. You're telling me Monster Mutt isn't Lego? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Oh, yeah, maybe one day. Talk about Jar Jar's toes and might donate. I mean, we actually have talked about Jar Jar's toes on stream before.
Wait, does he have 5 toes or 4 toes?
I think he just has 3. He's like Yoda.
Okay.
I think
He's like a Ninja Turtle.
We talked about this on stream. We were discussing how many toes certain Star Wars creatures had.
Was that the same stream where you were trying to figure out which Star Wars characters didn't wear clothes?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that was that same stream.
That is kind of a legendary stream.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun one to listen to.
What's up, Zammy? How you doing? Oh, were you like listening while you were at work?
Yeah, and like Bluebird was like, don't look up, don't type in naked Star Wars.
What's up, Meow? Give me Legos. What a name.
Is that what you say to your parents?
Yes.
Your cat parents?
Give me Legos.
Wait, are there cat aliens in Star Wars?
Yeah, loaf cats.
No, I mean like humanoid.
Yeah, the ones from the slave arc.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What are they
That's
called?
right.
I don't.
They're not like super furry. I'm thinking about like
the Zygarians.
I'm thinking about like the Kaiji from like the Elder Scrolls series, like those like super.
Bro, I don't know what that is.
Alright, whatever.
The Zygarians are pretty cat-like.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Squidman says, "You mean furries?" So Dave Filoni.
Oh wait, there's something we could talk about. I finished Rebels like 2 weeks ago.
It's about time.
Okay.
All right, tell me.
So overall, the show is okay. It's
good.
I think it's okay. No, okay. So first off, so when you said that the ending was kind of, like just thinking about it, I'm like, so the payoff is whales.
Yes.
Wait, like it's so weird because we had one episode about the whales in season 2, and then we never see them again until the very end of the show. And these whales just decide to help the rebels. Like they don't attack. It's just like really weird. It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like okay.
Yeah, it's
I like the part of them like taking over the Superdome that was like a mobile command center that like the Empire can just plop on a planet and like take it over. I thought that was fine, but
No, the Superdome was already there, I think.
I thought the Superdome was already there.
No, it was like Imperial installation. It wasn't like.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Then what was like the main thing there? Was it? Huh.
It was like the main base that they plopped down on the planet.
But like, it's bigger than the rest of the city.
Yeah. I don't know. They probably crushed some homes when they landed. They don't care. It's the Empire. This is the series finale. They were literally shooting at civilians. Like they do not care. But yeah, I mean the show's okay. My favorite characters are definitely Kanan and Ezra. They get the most development. I thought that Freddie Prinze Jr. did a really good job with Kanan. I liked his performance. I liked his character. I thought Hera was decent. Zeb's okay. I kind of like Zeb's and Ezra's relationship, how they like the older brother, younger brother kind of dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
I like that episode with
Zeb and Callus.
Zeb and Callus. That was a great episode, especially when Callus comes back to his ship and he just has like his standard cell. Just really puts in perspective how much of like.
Yeah.
And no one cares that he's there.
Yeah. No one cared that he came back. Let's see here, Chopper. I don't know. I kind of tolerated Chopper.
I hate Chopper.
Chopper. I don't know. Freaking Sabine got like no development until like end of season 3, and I honestly don't think it's like no. Like also Sabine's like voice actress is not very good. Like she does not sell the lines that she's been given well. Like especially the part where she's like training with Kanan. She's like, my family left like banished.
Bro, I think that's a nitpick. That was fine.
No. She doesn't sell those lines, and even my sister agreed. Like my sister does like acting and stuff like that. She's like, I don't know about that. Yeah, like
she got the least development.
no, I mean, maybe it's just like, this lady ain't super good with this material. I thought it was also kind of annoying that certain episodes just a random character from either the OT Clone Wars like just show up. Like, oh, here's Lando, here's Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Hondo. I mean, I like Hondo.
I don't see a problem with that.
Of course you don't.
Oh, here's Captain Rex. Here's
Okay, Captain Rex is kind of annoying, but he becomes.
Captain Rex, like at times I just forget is in the show. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like he just appears in an episode. Like, oh, there's.
Like why did why did the clones have to come back for the final episode? Like that was just so just. Oh yeah, like let's go get the clones guy. Like it was just so out of place. Yeah.
And one of them, I can't even remember.
It's Gregor.
It was Gregor.
It was only in
Yeah.
one episode of.
Yeah.
Abafar.
Yeah, he was the guy who got his memory messed up.
Honestly, when I watched that, I had no idea. Like, I had no idea that Gregor, like, that's who Gregor was, because I'm not a freaking nerd and I don't pay attention to the clone
That's
names.
not like a nerd thing.
I'm kidding, Bricko. I'm kidding. Like now, now that I actually have paid attention, like I know who Gregor is, and it probably would have like resonated with me a bit more if I had cared, but I just didn't.
I thought Thrawn was okay. I don't know why you hate Thrawn.
No, I hate Thrawn.
I hate Thrawn.
Thrawn's
Like,
fun.
oh, I have this big plan and all this.
Yeah, and then never mind. It was just so drawn out. His like contemplating and scheming.
Letting them like escape a couple times in season 3 didn't make sense, but at least he got to like bombard that rebel cell and like.
Right, but then the Bendu happened, and it's like, well, that's stupid.
Oh yeah, the Bendu thing was dumb. Like that was like a Deus Ex Machina type. Like the space whale thing is almost like a Deus Ex Machina type.
Like, Filoni
situation
was
where it's
like, honestly, y'all, like, Trace did not drop her spice. She gave it all to Dave Filoni, and then he wrote Rebels.
Bendu was interesting. I don't agree with Bendu. I definitely agree with Kanan. Like certain things are worth fighting for. Like I just think the like, oh, I'm the one in the middle. Like I just tolerate evil type of thing is really dumb. I don't know. Whatever. It was an okay show. It had some okay action sequences. It had some banter I liked, some banter I didn't like.
Was he significant? Was the Bendu significantly worse than I mean, I'm sorry. Was Rebels significantly worse than Clone Wars?
I would say. Oh, hey, one thing I like about Rebels, it's more consistent.
Yeah.
I agree.
I definitely like how it's a lot more linear. The episodes aren't like arcs aren't split up into different seasons for some reason.
Yep.
There's like a straight continuity, which is nice to have.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I'd say Clone Wars is better. I would say I enjoyed Clone Wars more than Rebels, even though Clone Wars has some bad episodes. Like I wouldn't say like in Rebels there were episodes where I'm just like, oh god, I just loathe that episode. Like there's Clone Wars episodes and arcs I would just not want to see again. But I don't know. Clone Wars has some. It's pretty fun. I like the action. I like some of the character stuff. Sometimes Clone Wars is kind of bloated with the number of characters that you meet and you interact with. That's one of the nice things about Rebels. It's like there's this main crew, these 5-6 characters you get to know, and I honestly felt like Kanan's death, like that was like, I don't know, the character I cared about the most in probably any Star Wars animated series.
I can see that. Yeah.
Kanan's death, like Kanan is like, I don't know. I just felt like I got to know Kanan way more than a character like Fives. Like I like Fives, but in the grand scheme of Clone Wars, we barely see Fives. We see Fives for only like maybe a dozen episodes out of the. How many Clone Wars episodes?
We see.
There?
I'm honestly shocked we see Fives in that many episodes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
no, the problem with Clone Wars is, like, just looking back at it, like, characters have moments, but you don't really. It's hard to appreciate a character in totality because those moments are always so spread apart from each other.
Oh, another thing I wanted to add, like when Kanan dies, it's like felt by all the other characters. They're like, oh crap, Kanan died. And
Yep.
there's like a moment, there's like a whole episode, there's like a grieving episode about like, oh my god, Kanan is gone, what are we gonna do?
Right.
You know?
Bro, wouldn't it suck if they like brought him back through some force trick? That would absolutely kill the show.
Dogma 504 says, what do you think of Maul and Rebels? Yeah, Maul and Rebels was, again, just like in Clone Wars, like, didn't need to be there. I mean, like, with Maul and Clone Wars, like, it shouldn't have been Maul and Clone Wars. It should have been basically like, you take the personality and the motivations of Maul and Clone Wars, and you just insert that into a different character.
I
like,
think you insert it into Savage Press.
Yeah. And like, and Savage can have like an apprentice or whatever, but just make Clone Wars Maul Savage Press, and like him, I don't know, like just like I don't know, like him, like Maul appearing in Rebels. It's like I don't know.
It did nothing for me. Like I just didn't care. Like.
But though it does have, the show does actually have one of my favorite duels ever, which was Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. I liked the conversation.
Because Maul finally died.
I like how short it was. I like how the reference to like, you know, Obi-Wan does his Maul stance, and then he does.
I hate that so much.
Does in episode 1. No, I like that.
Why? Like, cause he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that episode 4. Like, I would have thought by that point he would be over it. Like, it's weird. Like, prequel Kenobi doing that, whatever, I don't care. But, like, old, like, basically, A New Hope Obi-Wan doing that just looks stupid because he never did that.
I'll let that pass. And I like how
the pose also
I
just I don't know, the pose just looks stupid to me. Like I don't care for it looks so silly.
I like how.
Why does he have a pose? Like Luke
Yeah,
didn't have a pose. Vader didn't have a pose. Like why does he have a pose?
I don't know. But I like that
it's
moment at
stupid.
the end where like Maul and like Obi-Wan have like a little moment about like is he the chosen one, and Obi-Wan's like he is. So I guess Luke Skywalker is the chosen one.
I like seeing young Luke running across the horizon. That was a nice moment, but
that was cool.
I just like I don't know. I just have zero appreciation for Maul in any of these things because why is he there? I just
Anyway, we could talk about the world between worlds. Now, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
okay.
Here's my interpretation of the world between worlds to make it sound better in my head to probably what it actually is. So you told me that it's basically the world between worlds is basically a teleportation device for Star Wars' greatest hits.
Yes.
But my interpretation is so Ezra hears voices of characters that he's interacted with, and he hears voices of characters of those characters that he's interacted with. Like he's interacted with Ahsoka, and then you hear Anakin's voice interacting with Ahsoka. So it's like.
But he never met Anakin.
No, I'm saying is like he hears voices of Force users that have interacted with people, like other Force users that he himself has met.
But that's that's such a tangential relation. That's like saying like, oh, he could hear Watto because Watto has talked to Anakin. I'm
talking about like Force users because you only hear Force users.
Right, but still, like, I mean, fine, yeah, go ahead, continue.
And like, and there weren't very many doorways, so this is like maybe, like places where you can go and you can see a specific, like, I had a definition in my head. I don't know, it's weird. It shouldn't exist, but like. Yeah, it's definitely weird that okay. Let me say one thing. So obviously, bringing Ahsoka back from the dead is bad, but it's even worse if you bring a character back from the dead and then she does nothing in the show.
Yeah, he just brought her back. Basically, as just like like
Filoni was like, oh my god, I killed Ahsoka. I gotta do this, and she doesn't do anything in the show after that. Like. They just revive her just for the sake of her being around, like after the show's over. So I mean that's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of I mean, at least that place got destroyed, so hopefully that never has to return. But the fact that Dave Filoni pulled a time travel and not only just made a time travel and Star Wars thing, but he literally created it just so he could resurrect Ahsoka Tano.
I don't understand, like, if you weren't ready to kill Ahsoka, then why even go there? Like,
and what's even more interesting is Ahsoka's death was more vague. You could just easily would have her just like, I don't know, walk into a scene in like season 4, like, haha, I am back. I actually survived.
Honestly, like after season 7, like Ahsoka just didn't even need to be in Rebels. I just ugh.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't concur. I don't even think she should. Yeah, I don't even think she should have even lived past Clone Wars. I think it would have been fine if she she went off and did her own thing with the Martez sisters, or she dies in Clone Wars. Like I think it would be cool if Anakin kills Ahsoka during Order 66, like she's in the Jedi Temple, and Anakin kills her, and this really shows his progression through the dark side, that he doesn't care about.
See, that's like I mean, like that would be a moment, but even like it just seems like Vader is already Vader to me. I don't think I can see more of Anakin that will make him any more Vader to me. Like I get it. Like he betrayed the Jedi. Like, seeing him kill Ahsoka just seems like overkill to me. Like, guys, he's really turned. Like, let me, like, you don't, if you don't see that he's turned, watch this. Watch how far gone Vader is. Like, we get it. Like the episode 3 does enough of that. Like, I guess that's
fair. I don't know. Just like Ahsoka overall, I mean, she's just straight up like an insert character. Like,
she absolutely. I think my ideal ending for Ahsoka is just that episode when she leaves the Jedi Order. She just goes and like lives, basically just tries to live as a citizen. She basically just, you know, kind of gives up her Jedi training, and then that's the end of it. We can move on because characters can have a beginning and an end, contrary to what Dave Filoni would lead you to believe.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been fine with that. I thought that was a good ending for her character. She just walks away. And, that'd be it. Unless she gets spun off into her own show, which would have been honestly better than her appearing in Rebels or being in like season 7. Especially, like, obviously you've said this, but you know, she leaves the Order and then she comes back to help, you know, the Jedi Order.
Yeah, it makes that episode where she leaves. Like, okay, whatever. Who cares now?
Like, I did it, and she makes these. She has reasons, like, you know, I did it as a citizen. And like, oh, okay, sure.
Like, did anyone? Okay, we can talk about this. This will be the last thing I talk about. And I'm gonna leave because I've been streaming for a while. Did anyone else find it weird that like the entirety of Clone Wars basically just boils down to an Ahsoka story? Like, she was an important character, but I wouldn't say she was like the most important character. So the fact that like the finale of Clone Wars is basically just about her, I found weird. Like the story of the show, I don't know. Like it seemed like he was, by this point Filoni's pushing like really hard. Like, oh yeah, like Ahsoka's just as important as everyone else, and Maul as well. Like why are Maul and Ahsoka at like the forefront of the ending of Clone Wars? Like Rex, I can get. Like Rex was pretty important, and he had relationships with most of the important people in the story. But making Ahsoka like the focal point of the end of the Clone Wars just seemed kind of ridiculous to me.
Yeah, it's interesting, especially like when people. It's interesting that people can so easily like go from like watch bits of season 7 and then go into episode 3, where we see two entirely different Anakins, and the episode 3 Anakin doesn't even mention Ahsoka, and it's just really like I've said this before on stream about a year ago about how like basically I said that episode 3, like Clone Wars makes episode 3 better, and I disagree with that. Because I can't project Clone Wars Anakin on episode 3 Anakin, because Clone Wars Anakin and episode 3 Anakin are just two entirely different people. And honestly, Clone Wars to me is like a separate timeline from the prequels. Like there's the prequel timeline and there's the Clone Wars timeline. There's like two different prequel timelines.
I agree.
And it's just really jarring. Like watching episode 3 and thinking about like, oh yeah, you know, like Siege of Mandalore is happening, like Maul's fighting Ahsoka.
Yeah, guys. All this stuff is going down.
It's like a total insert.
Yeah, and like, and the Jedi are also like secretly upset with Anakin because he killed Dooku without bringing him in for questioning. Like, yeah, it's like even though Mace Windu, even though if Jango Fett didn't like use his fire flamethrower, I'm almost certain Mace Windu was ready to Mace Windu was ready to murder Count Dooku in episode 2, but whatever. Like, and when they're chasing Dooku, they're like, oh, fire on him. And they're like, oh no, we don't have any rockets. So like, if they had rockets, they would have killed him then. Like, all these times they were so ready. And like, when Anakin and Obi-Wan show up to the thing, they're like, okay, like, you know, it's time to, like, we're gonna kill him, going slowly on the left. Like, at no point do any of this do they ever mention, oh, we need to capture this guy and question him. It's always, in the movies, it's always about, oh, like, we need to kill him because he's the bad guy. As it is with every villain in the prequels. It's never about capturing. It's never beyond, like, this person just needs to be killed. And then in Clone Wars, it's like, oh yeah, like Anakin killed Count Dooku, and now we can't ask him any questions. Like that was a total mistake on his part. Like in Episode 3, when Anakin's conflicted, it's not because like I want to get information from him. It's because it's not the Jedi way to kill him. Like it doesn't feel right for me to murder this vulnerable person. Not we need to keep him and question him because that's actually going to benefit us. It's just stupid. And then later on, like Obi-Wan comes to, and he's not like, oh, why did you kill Dooku? We need to ask him questions. Where's Dooku? Where is he? Did you kill him? Did you let him go? Bro, we need him. Why did you like? It just.
Meanwhile, Obi-Wan blasts Grievous in the heart, even though the entire Clone Wars show they're trying to capture Grievous.
Yeah, like, I know it's all just flipped around. Yeah, like why not capture him? Question him. Get some answers.
Just trying to end the
Who are you, Grievous? Who are you working for? Who is behind all this? Nah. That's like Clone Wars just try like Clone Wars tries way too hard to be on the same level as the films, and by doing that, it creates problems for itself when it tries to tie in so much into the story that it's like, okay, that doesn't make sense.
Season 7 should have definitely not have taken, like the last 4 episodes should have been taking place during episode 3.
Yeah.
Because it creates those problems.
And then when they're like, oh, like, hey, we need to recapture Mandalore, they're like, oh, we don't have any Jedi or resources we can spare. And I'm like, dude, at the beginning of episode 3, you're doing nothing. You're just chilling on Coruscant. Every other Jedi is just chilling on Coruscant. Whenever they're gonna kill Palpatine, Mace Windu rounds up 3 Jedi Masters who are all just doing nothing. But like, no one could go help for Mandalore. Like, it's just ugh.
It's just because they build up the hype. They had to finish it.
I mean, I guess, but
it's about telling that particular story for the
last season. It didn't need to try so hard to tie in episode 3. Like, episode 3 is fine by itself. Like, people love that movie. Like, I don't really care for it, but like, Clone Wars did nothing for me for episode 3 other than like tell me that there's some elaborate backstory going on that's not really important to what's actually happening in that movie. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and then the faking death scene, that isn't really faking it.
What was, honestly, don't even remember. I feel like I've seen so much of that in Star Wars recently.
Oh, and that Ahsoka and Rex supposedly faked their deaths, but they just crashed and left the lightsaber there.
Oh, I guess. I don't know, man. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to answer one last question. Ben Rook says, do you like breadsticks? Yes. I do like breadsticks. But that's going to finish up tonight. This was a wonderful stream. I got a new toy as well as a pretty decent section of Starkiller built today. Happy with this wall. I got like 2 more of these to build. And then I'll just build the next thing. So, I'm trying to think, what video do I have? I'll drop something tomorrow. I don't know what. Maybe a mock showcase. It's been a while. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Got plenty of stuff coming. And thanks to everyone who is on the call. And thanks to everyone who hung out in the stream chat. I love you all.